2022 season. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3, here with you, along with Bas Rosendahl inside of Bet City Arena. As again, we get ready to hand out $40,000. Who's going to win our 7th Masters here this year? Incredible venue, as you can see. We are calling it the Cage here inside Bet City Arena. The fans are already packed in here. It is going to be an absolutely lit final day. Again, I got the Mountain 3x3 Dutch legend, World Cup silver medalist Bas Rosendahl here with me. We had some fun on the microphone yesterday. I'm certainly glad that you're back.
I'm still laughing about some of the stuff we said, man. So let's see if we can get some more of that stuff happening today.
I can't believe some of the stuff that we said. Oh, shout out to our MCs as well. Vin Rock, a legend. MC Vincent Royette, DJ Lash, DJ Mike Lewis. The weather conditions are perfect for the action today. A lot different than yesterday. I think we're all grateful for that. Before we move any further and get you set for the quarterfinals, let's first get you set up on the rules of 3x3. Let's throw it back to a young, handsome gentleman named Kyle Montgomery, who's going to explain the rules of the game.
Maar volgens mij kunnen jullie ook dansen. Volgens mij willen jullie dat ook. Want we kijken, straks gaan wij kijken naar de beste dansen.
Welcome to the world of 3x3, baby. It's an exciting new brand of basketball. You got 2 teams of 3 players on the court, and you got 1 player sitting on the bench here with me. Playing on the half court with 1 rim. With the official 3x3 basketball made especially for the fast-paced outdoor game. The first team with 21 points is the winner, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes. You have just 12 seconds on the shot clock, and the clock is ticking, baby. Anything inside the arc is worth 1 point, while anything outside the arc is worth 2. Woo! That's how I do, baby. And once you score, the ball doesn't stop. Offense turns to defense just like that. It's a 10-minute sprint.
Ten-minute sprint indeed. Half the court, twice the fun, 1 hoop. 3 players on the court at each time. 12-second shot clocks. First to 21 wins. It's as simple as that. Although things will be very difficult here as we head into single elimination play today. Win and you advance, lose and you are done. Top 6 teams will be awarded at least some money, but the biggest bag of them all is the $40,000. Not only that, we'll have a slam dunk competition and our 2-point shootout final on the way as well. Also, our women's 3x3 Pro League final,
yes, sir,
is on deck. We'll be getting to that later on today as well. So here's a look at the quarterfinals that I've been talking ad nauseum about. We got our Serbian special, Liman and Belgrade, that will get us started. Then Šakiai, Gulbelė, and Antwerp will lock up once again. Utrecht, 2-0. They have been the team of the tournament so far with their new addition. They'll be going up against Vienna. And also Amsterdam, still alive, also 2-0. They enter the quarterfinals going up against a very, very dangerous Bari team with Paul Joko on that squad. Here's the top scorers from day one. Ivaldis Jalkis and Marian Pole Mantiga. Although his team has not made it to the quarterfinals, that dude was balling out of control. Stefan Kojic and Worthy de Jong. They both come in with 21 points. We will see both of those guys in action today. Frank Segala, he had a 14.9 rebound game yesterday. Also the leader in player value as well. You see him as a top 5 scorer as well with Marty Sujupas. We got a bunch of big guns that are still hooping here on the final day of play. Before we go any further, please give us a follow. We would really appreciate it. At FIBA 3x3. Use the hashtag 3x3WT. You can give me a follow if you'd like at 3x3 The Voice. And why don't you give Big Boz a follow as well?
At BAZZ50.
At BAZZ50.
Yes.
I think your voice is deeper than mine. I don't like this.
I'm bringing out the low voice for today. Oh, I know you're going to get all hyped today, so I'm trying to bring out the timbre.
He's got the Barry White going.
That's Stefan Kojic right there. Slimmy Auto. That means he's a shooter. All right, he was shooting the lights out yesterday. You saw him near the top of the scoring charts. 21 big ones for him as he has led Liman to yet another quarterfinal. But will Liman finally win a Masters? They've won 5 straight challenges, a string of 25 straight games, 25 in a row, but it just hasn't translated to the World Tour. I've said it because it's relevant. And they'll be going up against their compatriots here, Belgrade Partizan, who picked up a very close win over Huishan yesterday. That was what got them in. They lost to Amsterdam, though, by 9, so they split their play 1-1. Meantime, for Liman, they beat Lublin Lato by 4, and then they wrapped up with a 3-point victory over Partizan to come in as one of the undefeated teams. All right. Man, it feels like I'm about to play, man. I get so geeked up, so hyped for these. Come on, man. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
Right.
Look at all these people here, too, man. It's a packed house. I mean, I know all these people here are excited to see the teams play, but I got a question before we start, right?
What
Players are almost going to come on, but can you help me out? Like, I'm trying to decide who I'm going to pick as a winner. You got any special team you're rooting for? Or you're just going to stay non-biased like we did yesterday?
I am completely impartial. I don't root for anybody. I want to see good 3x3. If you're asking me if there's a favorite, I could see Liman getting there first, and I could also potentially see Utrecht.
Yeah, there you go.
Completing the Cinderella story.
That'd be nice.
So, I don't know. I've been wrong before. Not many times.
Hey, we predicted the future a couple times yesterday, so let's see what we can do today. I did. You helped me out, though. You helped me out.
You got special powers. They can't see us on camera right now, but he looks like a jumbo-sized Superman. Clark Kent. He's got the little swoop hair in the front. I'm telling you. Anyway, here's Liman's squad. Miroslav Pajalic, an MVP. Alexander Rakov, an Olympian, along with Olympian Mihailo Vasic. Stefan Kojic, one of the top guns in the game. Can they outgun their Serbian rivals? Yeah, I guess you could say they're rivals. I told you, it is the Serbian special that starts off the quarterfinals. Belgrade, Partizan. We saw this team play really well. Got all the way to the final in Prague. They didn't get a win there. They had to settle for second. Just came off a 5th place finish at the Penang Challenger. Are they ready to take it to the next level? We're about to find out. This 10-minute sprint is on the way. But first we got to, of course, get them introduced. They come out in the gray. You know these guys. If you don't know, now you know. Stefan Torbica, Marko Čakarević, Marko Stefanovic, and Ivan Popovic. Stefanovic, as I mentioned yesterday, oddly enough, this dude has played 9 games this year, and he leads the entire World Tour in dunks on the season.
That dude is just trying to catch bodies everywhere he goes, right? He's dunking everywhere.
He's getting plenty of iron in his diet. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Here are 2 officials with Olympic pedigrees, Marek Malashevsky and Cecilia Dot. They will have the whistles around their neck. Again, in our single elimination first quarterfinal. Mihailo Vasic, European champion this year. You know, whenever I see him, you got to list his accolades. World Tour Masters MVP. He's a world champion. Man.
Make sure you get done before the game starts.
I'm just saying. He's got a long list of accolades. He's feeling bouncy today? Wait a minute.
Have you seen him dunk before?
Not often. Vasic does not dunk very often. That dude does dunk very, very often.
Yes, sir.
He's up to 14 dunks this year on the World Tour. And, again, just 9 games. So, how many tournaments is that? That's 2 Masters. That's 2 Masters worth of tournaments, 2.5 Masters worth of tournaments, and he's up.
14 dunks. I don't know if I ever got to that point. I got a lot in your career, Masters.
Yeah, in your career, we're gonna have to get some statisticians on this. We need to see how many dunks that Boz has had over his career. Meantime, here's the head-to-head between these two. They have split their action against each other, 1-1. So somebody's gonna break the tie today, and one of these teams is gonna have to go home unhappy and even empty-handed, because again, the top 6 are the ones who are going to walk away with a bag.
Something to look out for today, I think, too, is that Marko Čakarević. Look, now you got the pronunciations right today, right? I'm losing the battle today, but I think he had a little trouble with his finger yesterday. So you see it taped up, right? and he's an important player for them. So let's see how that affects his game.
Yeah, I'm looking at those 2 fingers taped up right now. Meantime, the 2 is up from the hitman. He said he got hit on the hand. Anyway, he's going to have to D up as Belgrade Partizan will take back over. Belgrade Partizan and Liman Huishan in E. They want to get it down low. They sense an advantage there, and it's the push on Pajalic. Pajalic is dynamic of a scorer as he is. He does lack a little bit of size in the post, and you may see teams try to exploit that part of their defense. We'll see. He's out. Kojic is in. Ivan Popovic now setting up shot. Oh, he's getting harassed by Mr. Lockdown himself, Alexander Rakov, making things very difficult out there on the perimeter, but that will be a second foul on Liman. Something that we've spoken about before and how they kind of pick them up a little bit quickly, and they have to change their approach as the game goes on. Yeah,
they always pick up the first 5, maybe 6 fouls to try to stop the opposing team from scoring. And then from there on, they try to relax and play off a little bit. So, but I think Belgrade does the same thing. So, I mean, let's see what they if they can get it to 6 fouls within the first couple minutes, maybe.
We shall see. And Slimiato gets it over to Ratko. Back to Kojic. Kojic waiting on the screen from Vasquez. Kojic step back. The stroke was broke. Ratko recovers the rebound out to Slimiato. A couple of pump fakes. He's going to get it to Ratko, and the mess is cleaned up. The manimal. Liman draw first blood. Kojic, he's got the Wilson in hand, but now it's loose. Belgrade Partizan will have it, and the foul is now called on Vasquez. And Vasic will check out. Vasic is one of the most passionate players in the game. He is, I never know what he's saying because he's always mumbling it, but he's mumbling it very aggressively.
Yes, sir. He's looking a bit agitated, or at least warmed up already. Let's just say that.
I like the fire.
You got to bring that on the finals day, though. You know,
no,
big bag on the line.
Without a doubt. Meantime, Stefanovic's 2 is too long. Popovic will sneak it over. And now, oh, that one's deflected as well. So we're seeing some solid defense here early from both teams. Although Liman has picked up 3 fouls. It hasn't been because of a lack of aggression. They've been getting to it. They just need to maybe dial it back just a little bit. Meantime, that pull-up, that one goes begging. They decide to re-clear it. Stefanovic, you already know what's going down. He's dunking like a donut. He puts the round thing in the round thing. Kojic patiently getting into the possession. They got 2 seconds to shoot, and that one is confiscated. The stolen goods are down low. Can Torbica deliver? No, not that time. Oh, there's the ooh to Ratko. He handles the package.
Ratko's such an underrated finisher, too. I mean, he always throws in the most athletic and weird shots. I don't know if you remember, this is going to be a throwback. I don't know if you remember World Tour Utrecht in 2016, the behind-the-head flip for the win.
Of course I remember that.
That was a crazy shot.
He was behind the goal. That was against Novi Sad.
Yes, it was.
Yes, one of the most iconic shots in the history of the game.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to be there and scream and yell about that play.
Yeah, and me too. We lost to Liman, though, earlier in the day, so yeah. I was a bit salty, but I was there.
You were like, yeah, no.
We lost to him by like 2 points, too. So that was one of the times we got real close to getting to the semifinals. And then, you know,
yeah, they
broke it.
Just didn't pan out. Hey, it's all good. Oh, meantime, things starting to heat up in front of us. It's 3-3 after the 2-piece. I was talking about the money earlier. I told you the top 6 teams get awarded $40,000 grand prize. Not too shabby. $30,000 to the runners-up. $22,000 to our 3rd place, $16,000 to 4th, $10,000 to 5th, and $4,000 to 6th. So
that's a lot of money, man. Maybe me and you should start a team and try to see if we can get into this.
Oh, I'm down with that.
All right.
I'll just feed it down in the post to you all day long. I might make 1 or 2 twos.
Hey, you told me yesterday you were a big post player, so we might have to run a double post. Like, I don't know.
Okay, you can't believe everything I say.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. That was deeper than Sigmund Freud. Kojic from the logo. I just got to laugh at the boss with that one. He was like, Sigmund Freud. Okay.
You're really going deep into the bag today.
But think about how deep that is.
That is deep.
Sigmund Freud. Come on. By 3. Popovich. He's pushed. Or what? Or was he? No, he's whistled. Let's take another look. No, I was going to say he can't be. I don't think he was the guy.
It might have been an offensive foul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
On the screen, looked like.
You're sharper than me today, though. And you have a better vision of the court. I mean, they haven't put a camera on us yet. I'm still waiting on that. But your court vision has to be amazing from that vantage point, right? I'm sitting behind you. For the people listening at the house, like I'm a little bit in the back here of the booth.
No. Boz can always see everything from the top floor.
Oh,
he's
right.
7 feet.
Oh, you're right. That's why we set it up like this.
Come on. No stroke on the 2. Two-point lead for the Serbians in red.
I'm about to say, there's 2 Serbian teams out here. These guys know each other through and through, though. I'm pretty sure they practice together sometimes, or at least see each other on the courts in the city. So,
of course. Kojic, the top gun, again coming in with 21 points. The leader in player value coming out of group play, 25.1. And 1 ain't enough, he needs 2. Double dip. His second 2-piece of the game. Kojic already coming in with 7 twos made yesterday. Shooting at a pretty good clip, 40% coming out of group play. And he's picked up where he's left off. Liman leads 7-4 as a result. He's got the ball back. And this is a good time for me to debut his nickname, Slimmy Auto, because he has been, man, he has had it off safety.
He's been automatic. Yesterday, too, he was hitting it from everywhere, and this last shot he hit was very contested, let's just say that.
Like, he's got a global play, and he's always in his range, bro. Anywhere in the court. Oh, talk about a deep 2. How you like that? Djakarevic.
Even with the injured finger, too, so.
Oh, Stefanovic with the foul. A little extracurricular activities there.
Popovich tried to go for that Kevin Garnett.
He did, didn't he? He's like, nah,
you're not scoring.
No free buckets.
I'm hitting you, and that ball's not going in. It didn't go in, though.
Is there anything to that, though? Like,
I mean, I don't know. It just feels stupid if somebody punches your ball out and then you.
Right.
I mean, honestly, it might just affect the confidence just a little bit. And he put him on the floor, too.
True.
Out of the play. So that always hurts a bit.
Yeah. I guess you're trying to send a point.
Yeah.
Anyway, 8-6. Good defense there from Vasquez. Oh, there he goes. There's that primal roar. Oh, why did he crossed him? He didn't even look both ways. 9-6. Popovich, he can knock those down. Just not that time. Kojic will come away with it. He'll get it down to the manimal. Vasquez. He misses the first attempt. He's going to get it back. Goes right back up. He's fouled on the shot attempt. So Vasic will step up to the line. And he's going to shoot one. That is number 6 now on Belgrade Partizan. Liman, who also have 6. Neither team can foul again without being penalized with 2 free throws. So the 2-time European champion, world champion, and Olympic bronze medalist, Mihailo Vasic, strokes the free throw.
You got to be careful when you start up with that list of accolades, because, I mean, that's a very long list.
True. You got to get through them quickly.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Cha-ching. Marko Djakarevic cashing in his second 2-ball of the game. His team is within 2. Vasic, no. He's denied at the front door. Stefanovic. And Stefanovic is just long, man. Oh, speaking of long, there's a long-range strike. He's shooting like he got a scope. It's 10-10 game. I think it would qualify as an upset here. Obviously, if Belgrade Partizan get a win. Liman, your top seed here in this competition. He touched nothing. That's a shot clock violation. So the follow attempt and everything that happened after did not matter.
I'd say it'd be an upset, though, and then, I don't know, when, like you said, I mean, Liman's success from the challenges hasn't really translated, so it would be a little bit, you know, according to the season Liman's had, it would be, not expected, but, you know.
Well, I think it would really leave a bitter taste in their mouth because who they don't have to contend with is Oob in this tournament. They don't have to worry about Riga either, which are considered mainly the two favorites. And if I'm on that team, I would say, okay, we don't have to worry about those two. This is our tournament to win. Yeah, for sure. This is the Masters I would have circled like that. Look, you're not running into the buzzsaw here because those guys have been winning everything. So, for sure, you circle this tournament. And then Riga with Las Manas back. Those are a very tough team to compete against. So, I think they have this one, you know, in their heads. It's one of the things they can win this year, but you have to get through Belgrade first. Yeah, this is true. But, you know, it's reminiscent in some ways of even last season in 2021 where Liman didn't win a single Masters on the tour. They saved their best for last. They ended up winning the biggest event of the season at the World Tour Final. So the defending champs, somehow they find a way. Although I'm sure they'd like to get a Masters title before getting to the World Tour Final this year. Yeah, I think so too. And then, you know, the bag that comes with it is also a nice little incentive there. Yes. Oh! Double cross by Kojic. Set up Ratkov, and he sold the play. But a nifty move. I don't think I've ever said the word nifty on the broadcast, but I'm trying new things, huh? I am. I'm trying to diversify my portfolio. These two teams played at the Inberg-Hamburg Challenger Final. Ended up being a Liman win. Liman lost to Belgrade Partizan at the Prague Masters in the pool phase. Those are the two games that they split here. As Kojic will make his move left, he's being harassed by Čakarevich. Kojic misfires that time. That was poked out of bounds. We're at 3:14 remaining, and this game is tighter than leather pants. The ones that Boz has on right now. I didn't know they made 7-foot leather pants. Throwing me out there, huh? All right. I'm not sure that was a good decision. A wardrobe decision by you. That's all right. You got to try sometimes, huh? Big Prince. Oh. Okay, that's enough. Hand up, threw the shot off. The hitman with the Wilson. By Šakiai, driving, scoring. Liman leading by the slimmest of margins. 1-point contest. Stonovica will get it over to Popovic. Stefanovic got a look. He's going to pass it up. That's a more difficult shot attempt. It ricochets off the front iron. I think that went off of by Šakiai. Maybe. That's me guessing. I don't know. What do you think? I couldn't see, man. Again, you got that 20/20 vision. I'm in the back here. You good though? I trust you, man. You've done this for so long. We got space in here. Come on, see if you want to sit closer to me. I'm messing with you. All right, I'm good. But look at the crossover. That's me. He had him doing the hokey pokey. Kojic will give that to you though. Again, he's shiftier than people think. No, he is. He's very crafty with the ball, and at 6'8", you don't really expect that. No. He'll get you off balance, and he'll set his feet, and it's a wrap for you. He's having a hell of a tournament. Like I said, leading in player value, second on the scoring charts coming in with 7 2-pointers, and he's got at least 2 in this game, maybe 3. I lose track sometimes. He's looking for a third, maybe fourth. He chunks the deuces, but he comes up empty that time. 2.5 to play. Stefanovic. Oh, he's got a jump hook in his bag. I thought he was going to dunk that one too. Would have been nice. I'll tell you what, though. I think Belgrade has to get Popovic going. If they want to get, because this is a low-scoring game, right? And even Popovic has not really been involved all that much. Yep. And this is the guy they can get. If he can get hot, that's what their chances at, I think. So see what he does when he comes off the bench after this. Oh, he's out. I can see he's on the court. He does have to play against Ratkov, though, so that might be one of the toughest defenders out here in the field. Man, it's very difficult to score on him. He makes you uncomfortable like an unwelcome guest. He's just harassing you. Meantime, the first of 2 free throws is good. Liman have shot at about 70% from the line, 75%, as he splits a pair.
Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about it yesterday a little bit. A high free throw percentage is very important, and the top teams in the league make sure to knock their free throws down, as Liman usually does, but misses this time, unfortunately.
It lends itself to winning.
I think it also attributes to focus. If you are focused, you will knock them down, right?
Yeah.
If you have more stamina than the other team, if you have more momentum, then you have more air, so to say, to knock them down. Because that's one of the big things in 3x3. At some point, you kind of run out of air. You get tired on the court.
Yeah.
Momentum will carry you a little further than that, and focus will also carry you a little further than that. So, trying to help you guys out with a player perspective here.
That's some good ball movement, leads to a good look, and that is all cloth. Ratko with the stroke. 2-point lead. Not quite comfortable here for Liman as we approach a minute and 15 seconds to play. It can be even up with one foul stroke, and not that time. As Torbica could not find the mark. Popovic, he says, I need a rest. Torbica is pushing Popovic back on the court.
Oh, wow. It must be. As I was just saying, you get tired out there.
Oh,
just a little bit. These fellas are definitely tired.
This is what 3x3 does to you. Some of the most finely tuned athletes on the planet. I see young guys, 21, and they're out there sucking for wind. Popovic, of course, is a wily veteran. But
I don't know if I would call him finely tuned, too.
He's probably thinking to himself, why do I still do this to myself?
Nah, I think he loves the game, man.
Of course he does.
He loves to be out there, as I would, if I was there. Very good player.
Yeah.
Just a bit tired, though, at the end of the game.
And again, he's played great this year. He's been outstanding for Belgrade. You can tell this is a drawn-up play. They're going to get... Oh, the hitman missed it point-blank range.
I think they might be challenging a goaltender there. Just see the hoop move? I think somebody smacked the net.
Okay. That might be valid. That might be valid. We'll get a look at the replay. We'll be able to determine whether just how valid that is. Come on, come on, come on.
We got the MCs going at it as we watch this replay. See the hoop move and the net gets touched. So I don't know what they're going to do with this, though. Let's see.
Well, they'll take a closer look. Official Marashevsky is over at the scores table now, getting a look.
Part of the basket movement was Pashaili's running into the stand, though, so I don't know.
I take it that the laptop is closed. That means we have a call coming soon. Let's look to official Marashevsky. He's explaining to both the players what the verdict is. And it's going to be Belgrade Partizan ball, no goaltend. Score stays where it's at.
I don't
first
know.
12. See, now you get to sit in my seat, and you kind of got to guess like me.
Hey, you get good at this, I guess, after a while, but I don't know. It looks like they didn't let the challenge go through. That's a great shot.
That is a big double shot from Stefanovic. Marco shooting it like savage.
He's so multidimensional, man. Like, he can shoot, he can dunk, he can drive a little bit. Awesome 3x3 player. Great to see him on the court.
Man. So 14-14, Boz. This is how we're going to start the day off in the quarterfinals.
Hey, you know it's going to be one hell of a day if you start the day off like this. So
it's ridiculous.
I don't know. I got sweaty hands already. We haven't even started yet, to be honest with you.
No, 14-14. The Hitman. That might have been the biggest hit of the tournament for him. Most certainly here in the quarterfinals.
I'm standing up. I'll tell you right now, like, it's the first game of the day, and Amari's standing up. I can't sit down for this, man.
What a shot by Miroslav Pashailic. He's going to put Liman up by 2. Šakiai, he answers right back. 16 apiece. Here comes the hitman again. This time, Pashailic on the drive. He finds Ratko up and in. 10 seconds to to go in a 1-point lead for Liman. Did Belgrade Partizan throw it away?
I think they did.
They
threw
threw
it
it
out
away. What a terrible turnout for them.
I mean, that's just mishandling the ball at the most crucial moment of the game. All they got to do now is foul, put Liman on the line, stop the clock.
So they quickly fouled Pasalic. Man, you're talking about Pasalic stepping his game up to a new level. And those last couple of possessions, first that deep two, contested. Then he drives, ran into trouble, and ended up finding Ratko for the go-ahead score. And as a result, Liman lead at 17-16, pending these 2 free throws, which are huge. He can't split a pair here and feel safe. He makes them both buys, I think they're in good shape.
I think if he makes them both, then they're in very good shape. Because 7.5 seconds is not a lot of time, but crazier things have happened in 3x3, so I'm not counting anybody out right now.
That is factual. The hitman can deliver the kill shot at the free throw line. Miroslav Pasalic with 1 more to go. Count it. That makes it a 3-point game. The only thing that Belgrade Partizan can hope for is a 2 and a foul. They won't get either. That is it. Liman advanced to the semifinals as they still look for their first Masters title of the season. The hitman, Miroslav Pasalic, he issued the finishing touches. Stefan Kojic got him started with the long ball, and they walk away with a 19-16 dub here in the quarterfinals over Belgrade Partizan.
I'll tell you what, man, Pasalic might be the most clutch guy in 3x3 at the moment. He is just all over the place at the end of the game. Hit a big 2, made a stop 2, I believe, and then he drove and found somebody for an easy lay. So that's why you call him the hitman.
That is without a doubt. He's not going to get the post-game interview, though. That is Alexander Ratko, who's standing by with Rachel Rominger after that win that sends Liman to the semis. Rach, take it away.
Wow, congratulations. What a tight game. What was the key to the win?
Thanks. I would like to congrats to Team Partizan for a great match. I hope the fans enjoy it. I think it was a really tough game. We knew them very well, and we had some thoughts before the game. We successfully managed to implement those, and luckily we win. I would like to congrats to my team at Pasalic, who had an amazing game.
You know them very well, Belgrade. You even had a training camp before coming into this tournament. How did you come into this game?
They know us, we know them. It's always hard when you play against a team from your country. Some team has to lose, so as I said, it was a really nice game, and luckily this time we won.
Congrats.
The next game in the
A very humble response from Alexander Ratko, showing the proper respect to his fellow countrymen. But only one Serbian team could win in this Serbian special. And that team is the top overall seed here in Utrecht. That is Liman. Here's how they got it done. It was a hotly contested game, especially early on. Stefanovic was doing Stefanovic things, dunking. And Kojic was doing Kojic things, shooting the lights out. Started off with a couple of 2s and really ignited that Liman offense, but it was being answered. How about Šakiai? We were worried about his hand in this game, but he played a good game for
hit a couple
Belgrade.
of big 2s down the stretch there, so I don't think that finger was bothering him at all.
Kojic drawing a lot of attention. Obviously coming off of an explosive day 1. They utilized those eyeballs and found open teammates. Miroslav Pasalic missed the crib there. He didn't miss a whole lot at the end. Sealed the game at the free throw line. Of course, his big 2-piece that we will see coming up in the highlight right about now. Step back, you don't know me like that. No cap, he's strapped. That 2 was answered. But then after Belgrade threw the ball away on the rebound, they had to foul. They put Pasalic on the line, and he tucked him in for bed. It's over with. Liman is moving on. Who will they play? We find out next. Šakiai, Gulbelė, and Antwerp are on deck. And this is another one that should be pretty interesting. They aren't countrymen, but these 2 teams are familiar with each other. They played 3 times, dating back to last season. And Antwerp have not beat Šakiai Gulbelė yet. So, will this be the first time that they get the dub over them here in the quarterfinals? Antwerp, a team that's coming off a Masters win, their last tournament at the Debrecen Masters, their very first Masters title. And they come out with a full squad. But only after Šakiai Gulbelė take the court first. How about Modestas Kumbis? He's been balling. Paulius Belavicius. PB&J. His game is sweet. Uzi. Marius Užupis. And Aurelius Pukelis. Or Pukalis.
I'm looking at his page right now.
Somebody from Lithuania, please.
Yeah, let us know.
Correct one of us.
It says an E, but it might be pronounced as an A. I'm not so sure.
You've watched Space Jam before, right?
I have.
What do you think about the nickname Monstar for Aurelius Pukalis?
That's very fitting.
I like that.
That's very fitting.
Yeah, I might.
Which color monster was he though?
That's a good question.
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to have people, come at us with that. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not usually used to presenting the nicknames and then having people approve them. I just give them and then they just stick.
Yeah,
Somebody.
right.
Monstar. We're going with that.
Let's do it.
And that's final. All right. How about Antwerp? Here come the Belgians with Rafael Bogerts, Casper Augustinian, Must-See TV, Thibaut Vervoort, and Nick Sellis. That is their quartet as they look to advance to the semis and give themselves an opportunity to win their second Masters title of the season. They've been a little bit up and down. Ignore those names. Just believe what I said. That's Augustinian, and that's Marius Užupis up there for the coin flip. Top scorers for these teams. Marius Užupis is the top gun for Šakiai Gulbelė. He comes in with 15 points. A player value of 15.7, playing really well for this Lithuanian squad. 4 of 9 from 2-point range is the Uzi. Meantime, for their opponent Antwerp, usually their top scorer is Must-See TV, and he is again. He's got 13 points. Has not shot it as well as he'd like from 2-point range. But I wouldn't expect it to last long. He's 4-15 at this point. There's Pukalis Monstar. Oh, yeah, I like that one. I'm going to stick with that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I talked to Nick Sellis in the hotel this morning, and he told me he was very focused for today. And they were looking forward to trying to beat Šakiai because they hadn't pulled it off yet. They haven't done it.
Well, yeah, that will motivate you, especially, these teams to me, and covering them both and seeing both of their emergence. For Šakiai Gulbelė, it was 2019. I saw them win in Montreal. And when they first started to play the game, this team was dominant. They were shocked. Pukalis was a monster. Belavicius was playing incredibly. And I thought they were the next big thing in 3x3. I said, okay, here they come. And they were inconsistent after that. The same thing with Antwerp. I saw the potential in this team, the way they played the game. They were fast learners. Their off-the-ball movement itself. I said, okay, with Vervoort shooting it like he shoots it, I said, okay, this team is now probably going to be that next rising star. And they kind of floundered a bit, too. They've been a little bit inconsistent.
Yeah, it feels like, I think this attests to how hard it is to win in 3x3 and to consistently win in 3x3, right? Because both these teams came out of nowhere, kind of rolled up on the scene and got very good in like a year or so. Whereas before, you'd see them in the pool phase, maybe the quarterfinals, and then all of a sudden they started winning. And they had a really good year, both these teams, and then that year after, it got tough. You gotta continuously be great at this and be hungry to win these tournaments, and that might be something. The mental state of teams, but I'm sure they're hungry today to try to get that bag, though.
Yeah, Šakiai Gulbelė, they come in unbeaten, 2-0. Beat a good Vienna team to close the day yesterday. Meantime, for Antwerp, they got handled by Utrecht by 10. Lost that game, but they bounced back with a 20-19 win over Mariampol Mantiga as they enter the quarterfinals 1-1. Just get into this one. Monstar. Pukelis gives it over to Uzi. Ooh-wee. He missed it bad.
And let's see what Augustinian can do against the Monstar, because, he's given up a couple of pounds at least. Let's just say that.
Right. He's got good size, but Pukalis is, I mean, he's a larger man.
That's a big man right there.
Yeah. He's got a little bit more meat wrapped around his bones. Augustinian to Clark Kent. He can't hit it from the free throw line, so Ushupis will handle it. Cost himself a few seconds after mishandling it. And that'll leave his team with 6 seconds to shoot here, half of a shot clock.
I think what we saw yesterday from Antwerp was that they lost badly the first game. Let's be honest here. We don't have to be kind about that. I think.
No, we don't have
they
to.
know that themselves, but they got into it a little bit in the second game, and what they really needed was must-see TV to come alive there. And when it mattered most, he did. So I feel like they actually had a pretty good first day after that first game.
Well, we talked about that second game that they played, and credit to you. You said you felt like it was a game that Antwerp was going to be able to kind of win it just by the skin of their teeth, and that stayed true to form, a 1-point win to survive to make it here to day 2. Meantime, it's Sellis. The bank is open. Off the glass he goes, and Antwerp is on the board. Pukalis will get it. He'll kick it out to the Uzi. Faker. Up fake. Gets a good look. And that foul's going to be called on Bogarts as he was trying to hold down the Monstar.
He needs some muscles to hold him down, and Bogarts grabbed him and tried to kind of pull him out, but, you know, Monstar still got his hands on the ball. Should I say Mitts now, as we call him Monstar?
Mitts?
Mitts?
That's not a bad name. Yeah, he's got soft hands.
No, but I'm saying, like, if we call him the Monstar, if he catches a ball, it shouldn't say hands, right?
No, that's right.
Claws or mitts or something.
There you go. I see what you did there.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying.
Well, he wants to put his claws or his mitts around Antwerp's neck at the end of the day. He's on the bench right now, so now they're going to have to find some other interior scoring. Not a bad option. Uzi unloads, close range, count it. 1-1. Just a minute and a half in. Šakiai, maybe surprisingly to some, they shot the 2-ball great. 10 of 24 coming out of group play. That's 42% for you math majors out there. And I always look to that stat when it comes to success, because that, you know, 2-point shooting, long-range shooting in any round ball game these days is so imperative. As must-see TV steps back, and that is thrown away. The issue with Antwerp, though, is they have not shot their free throws very well. They're shooting their free throws at a clip of 33%.
That's not good.
And they've only shot 6 of them, so they're not even getting to the line. So, you know, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, and I think, as you mentioned before, Šakiai has been really good at shooting the 2-ball this tournament, and I think they have what you could call the most dangerous team out here. I feel like when they're hitting on all cylinders, right? Because you got the Uzi, you got Pukalis inside, you know, the Monstar, and then we have Kumpis and Bilavicius outside that can also hit the shots, and then Kumpis has some hops too. So I think if they're hitting on all cylinders, they might be one of the more dangerous teams offensively out here, because they have the entire package. They can score on all levels of the court.
That is without a doubt. And maybe what leads to some of that frustration, because you see that talent 1 through 4, and you just hope that it comes together each and every game. But it's unpredictable. But abort to Augustinian. That's poked away. Kumpis is an active defender, but that is whistled out of bounds off of him. That leaves 6 seconds for Antwerp to get a shot up. There's Vervoort. This dude, he's made those before. That's not a bad shot.
We seen him hit that yesterday, actually.
Yes.
So that's a...
And countless times last year, but of course that one goes begging. Antwerp remain behind by 2. Sellis with the interception. Vervoort will give it back to Clark Kent. Offensive foul. Official Alex Telesainen with the call.
You can't extend your hands on that screen, and you see that very often. People just kind of keep their ground, hold their ground on the screen, but then at the very last second extend their hands and push off a little bit. So good call by the ref.
Anything overt Anything overt is going to get you called. Meantime, 2-ball, 5-1, Šakiai Gulbelė. An early 4-point advantage. That's not a death sentence by any stretch. Still very early. A lot of things could change. Celis misses the shorty. Uzi will kick it out to Bugales. Bugales kicks it. Oh, that pass deflected. That went over somebody's big toe. Kick ball means a fresh 12. So Antwerp needs to stop the bleeding here. They'd love to get a 2-ball. But Vort, he's being shadowed everywhere he goes. Oh, nice hezzy from Belavicius and finishes with the fillet. That was top quality.
Big shot over Augustinian, too, over the 6'8" long-arm Belgian. So,
oh, they leave Bogues open. Belavicius will come away with the rebound. And Belavicius, he's a key member of this team, too. I think in their early years, Belavicius was really their second best scoring option. Belavicius was an absolute gun, and he still couldn't get it done. But maybe deserving a little bit more credit in Šakiai Gulbele's success. He's a baller.
I think so, too, and he just showed it with that finish. I mean, you know, he hit some important shots yesterday, especially from the outside, but he can also drive and take it to the hoop and finish over bigger players, which is not something that a lot of players can do.
Well, both teams will step aside and get a breather. Our second quarterfinal. We just saw Liman do away with Belgrade Partizan to earn their way into the semifinals. The winner of this one gets to lace them up against the Serbians. Oh, get it out! Or maybe not. Get it in. That's going to count. Augustinian just kind of mistimed it. It looked good, but
it looked very good. Athletic too, but I think it hit the backboard before he got his hands on the ball.
So we'll get back to it in the 7-1 game. The Lithuanians are all over the Belgians. Kyle Montgomery and Big Bars, the Mountain. Bas Rosendahl
yes,
in your
sir.
ear here inside Bet City Arena. Last day of play here. Very happy to be here in Utrecht for the first time for a World Tour Masters. Of course, they had the Challenger here last year, but it's going up a notch. Credit to all involved.
Look at this, man. I mean, I know from this vantage point you can see this well, but it is a packed house. Everybody's just looking at the games, and the cage, as we kindly call it now, the cage is full, and everybody's ready for the day. So
that's right.
It's going to be buzzing in here in a couple of games, I feel like.
I think that's caught on. The cage. This is what people are calling it.
Oh yeah.
Credit to you.
We try a little bit.
You know, I like that. You know,
it's a cage fight out here. Look at these guys. We got people with hand injuries. We got people that've been hitting the head yesterday. So it's not just basketball you see here. It's okay though.
That's facts. 7-1. This hadn't been much of a fight so far, though.
No. Antwerp came out, not Antwerp. Came out like they did in the first game yesterday, so.
Kumpis with the defense painted on him. A bad miss. Bogues will set the screen. Get some space for Celis. Celis tries to step through. He's denied. Bogues straight on 2. No.
Tough shot by Uzi.
Man, I'm telling you, they are pouring it on right now. And this is where you're really going to see what Antwerp's composure is going to look like, because they trail it here by 7. And this is really a test of their mettle here. As we're under 6 minutes, a lot of time left.
And you have to find some new energy if you're Antwerp right now, because you got 6 fouls and 1 point. So, man, you have to kind of reverse that, I guess. But the monster going to work. That's tough if you're playing against him. They got a constant stream of buckets just coming from him, and you got to turn the tides on that. So Antwerp has to find a way to get must-see TV going. Otherwise, it's going to be a short day for them today.
Monstar ain't trying to make no friends down there. I'm telling you.
Once he gets them claws on the ball,
it's a wrap. Meantime, Sellers touches nothing. Belabicius with a little hezzy. He'll get it over to Uzi. Uzi froze him. Oh, but he missed the layup. Good hustle there from Bogales. He's out of play for now. It's 2-on-3. Belabicius, fresh squeezed, pure on the release.
Oh, that's just mean. I mean, if you're Antwerp, you're working so hard to gain the possession back, and this guy just hits a falling two-pointer.
That's ridiculous. That is the type of play that deflates you.
Oh, yeah. That will take all the air out of your lungs right now.
It is an 11-2 game. Take another look at that last sequence. Look at the hustle from Monstar. He keeps that ball alive that even allowed Belabicius to make that crazy shot.
Yeah, but then you still have to make a running, falling away two-point shot.
It's ridiculous.
You got to be able to shoot the ball pretty well if you can do that.
Belabicius must have heard some of the compliments that he was getting up here, and he said, let me go ahead and prove those guys right.
Yeah, let me show you. I wish I could listen in on the Antwerp huddle right now, though, because I feel like a lot of their offense right now, or non-offense, if we can say that, has been coming from Nick Sellis, and usually he's very effective in finding his teammates. And he's doing that today, right? But they're not hitting the shots. And then Šakiai is just shadowing must-see TV. I think they started earlier today when he went to the bathroom, and then they just kept following him.
They followed that dude to the hotel. They slept outside of Vervoort's room. They said, you ain't going nowhere without us having some eyes on you.
It just feels like, I mean, it has to feel like you're playing with a wet towel around your back or something. I don't know. There's just somebody there everywhere he goes, and that's tough.
But you draw that type of attention when you have some of the success that he's had. He's on the scouting report now. He's not an unknown. He's not a question mark. It's like, we got to take that dude out of the game. And now Sellers will kick it. Bogues will drive. He'll give it back to Clark Kent. He mishandles it. Šakiai Gulbelė will come away with it. And let's not forget, Šakiai Gulbelė made it all the way to the final in Montreal, our most recent Masters. They lost it to Riga, but they've been knocking on the door all season long. A couple of challenger wins for them. They won in Ulaanbaatar. They won the Uban Challenger. And they seem to be on the way up. Meantime, that shot is up. Look at the arc on that, but the rim spit it out. There's Belabicius holding on to Vervoort. And you're right, they have to have a reliable second option.
Yeah, and usually they create that through a lot of their movement, right? And I feel like right now they're just trying to play one-on-one, and they're not moving the ball as much as they usually do. So, I mean, that's something they got to get back to.
Even though he can make difficult shots, you don't want to force him to have to shoot difficult shots every time. If you're his teammate, you got to do whatever it takes. Run him off a double screen. Do him like they do Steph Curry or Reggie Miller. And we got an unsportsmanlike foul called off the ball. Now, I got to be honest, I didn't exactly see who committed that, so we'll have to.
Šakiai committed it because I saw the fouls going up one.
Right.
But that's about it.
I'm talking about which individual.
Oh, he elbowed him in the neck.
I see it. It's Belabicius.
Yeah, Belabicius had his elbow up a little bit too high. I don't think it was intentional, but you can't hit somebody in the neck with your elbow. That's again, we're in a cage, but you can't be doing that.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, though. You know what I'm missing from the Antwerp team right now is their movement and their slips from the screens, right? So they're setting screens, and then they're going one-on-one or shooting shots from the outside. But usually what they do is they'll move the ball around a couple of times, set so many screens that at some point you just don't even know where they're coming from, and then they'll slip a screen and get a layup. Now, as you see in the score here, they only have 2 points, so they haven't had too many layups.
This is an anomaly, an aberration, an uncommon occurrence for you to see Antwerp with the offensive firepower that this team has, with Thibaut Vervoort, the whole crew, with 3 points, with 4 minutes to play.
Yes.
Trailing by 10, 3 points and 7 fouls. So it doesn't look good.
It does not, but again, with a player like must-see TV on your team, I'm not counting them out. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to say I would bet 2 tacos on it, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to remind me about the taco bet from yesterday.
I am.
All right. I owe Boz 2 tacos, y'all. All right. I'm going to get him the smallest tacos that this city has to offer.
The non-French ones, the Mexican tacos.
Soft shell or hard shell?
I'll take a soft shell taco.
Meantime, as Bukalis going hard in the paint, he's going to get Šakiai a 14th point as they are running away with this one. Antwerp has not been able to stop the bleeding. They haven't been able to even stop the fouls. They'll try to benefit from a foul here at the line as Šakiai picks up an 8th as Augustinian will shoot a couple. Augustinian, no. So it goes from bad to worse. The margin for error is so slim already for Antwerp, so you certainly got to make them count at the line. Splits 2. Kopis with the cross. Belabicius with the quick move. Missed it. He's going to reset. Hiding behind Uzi. Now he makes the move. The whip pass to Uzi.
That's a great pass.
Man, perfection. Dime delivery. 10-point game. Celis. He shoots it flat. Now Belabicius will sneak it past Vervoort, but he can't make the layup. Over to Celis. Augustinian got him plenty of space. Celis decides to drive. He gets it to Augustinian now, and Augustinian can't land it. Kopis starts the Lithuanian attack. Kopis, he wanted some space in the relationship, social distancing, and he hits it from distance. 17-5. Augustinian getting tricky with it. Oh,
that's a sky hook. He brought that out.
That did look like a sky hook.
He brought out the sky hook. Antwerp was looking for all kinds of options right now to get on the scoreboard. But I didn't expect them to bring out that.
Oh man, Uzi just continues to count it up. This is an 18-6 game that we're looking at right here. Oh, and a big finish, but I doubt that'll bring any happiness to Antwerp fans. Look good. But 18-7, and Kopis another step back. That one is missed, and that one's poked out of bounds off red. So Antwerp will take over here with 2 minutes to go, but they trail this thing by 11.
That's tough, and Šakiai has to remain focused now. That's all they got to do. Every time you're in a game like this where 2 minutes to go and you're up 11 points, what we used to say in the timeout if we were up like this was give them ones. Yeah. I mean, you can keep scoring. As you can see, Šakiai doesn't stop scoring. And if you just give them 1-pointers, if you put pressure out on the 2-point line, how are they going to get close? They got to get 11 layups in 2 minutes. That's too much. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I've seen that strategy employed many times. So, what's the Sam Smith song? The writing's on the wall.
Sure. Are we going back to the songs now? Because I haven't studied.
Don't worry about that.
I tried to listen to some music earlier today to try to see if I can find something that I can sing with you, but
the writing's on the wall. Oh my goodness! He went up like helium. Kopis with the big throwdown.
I can't believe you brought that. You brought the chemistry reference here.
They're coming out of everywhere. Look at that man floating like a kite through the sky. And he brings some fury at the rim. Modestas Kopis, a top 3 dunker on the tour this year. And that might have been the exclamation punch right there.
Oh, yeah, and Kopis is an exciting dunker, too. He's trying to catch bodies. He's not just looking for a strong layup. He's trying to poke on you.
Oh, for sure. And, I think he stands about 192, something like that. He's not a really big dude.
He's a big leaper then.
He just got big bounce. Bogues to Augustinian. Augustinian. Fader is going to fall. Minute 20 to go. Not a matter of if, just a matter of when. It might be right. No, not right now. Augustinian slapped it away. Celis. He wants to set up Augustinian. Augustinian pulls the trigger. He delivers from long range. That'll make the score a little bit more respectable. But it very likely will not help Antwerp come out victorious here. Just a buck left in this game. A buck and a tick. Minute 01.
Yeah, Antwerp coming alive just a little bit, but that's also because Šakiai took their foot off the gas pedal defensively a little bit.
Augustinian dropping the shoulder and showing that soft touch. 7-point difference. Belabicius moving left, gets it over to Pukelis. Pukelis is up and in. Oh, now Augustinian is all of a sudden on a little heat wave. They're down by 6, make that 5, but 25 seconds remain. You better believe Šakiai Gulbelė are going to just use clock here. And Pukelis, he's got 3 to shoot. He'll swing it over. Kumpis. He launches that up. That'll leave 13.6 seconds left. And we're just waiting for the final horn in this one.
I guess we are, but as I said, you just don't want to give up those 2s, even when you're up all that much, because now it's 20 to 15, right? And you never know what could happen in those last 13 seconds. Augustinian's been on fire. Not anymore, though.
Well, it's a tough shot.
Very tough shot.
Late in the shot clock.
I'd take that as well, though. If you're that hot, if you got 4 or 5 points in a row, why not? Just try one, especially at the end of a game like that.
Of course, 13 seconds left. I'm putting it up as soon as I touch it. You just need something to go down and a whole lot of luck. Meantime, this game is over with. That was the final call. Aurelius Pukelis, he puts it away from 2 range. Šakiai Gulbelė, easy work over Antwerp as they will cruise into the semis to meet back up with Liman. 22 to 15, your official final. And congratulations to Šakiai Gulbelė on a strong performance. Antwerp, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board a little bit, figure out some things. A disappointing finish for them as they drop out here in another quarterfinal. We'll see what they bring next time around. Marius Užupis, he's gonna handle the interview as he's standing by courtside with Rachel Rominger right now. Let's get it down to her. Rach, it's on you.
Such a domination. How are you feeling?
Feeling incredible. When you work so hard in the practice and in the court when you need it, that's pay off. It's incredible. That's why we worked for in the practice.
So you're going into semifinals against Liman, #1 seed of the tournament. You've been playing them several times, a number of times. How are you feeling? Any adjustments you need to do?
It's always hard to play against Liman. They know how to play. They use our mistakes always. So we try to fight with them and try to win. That's it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Geef maar applaus, dames en heren. Congratulations.
Yeah, they got to get ready for a date with Liman again this year. They've met 7 times and hold a 3-7 record against Liman. But they're playing at a high level at this point and playing with a lot of confidence, coming off a big win here over Antwerp. You're not going to see a lot of Antwerp highlights, especially early on, because it took them 6 minutes to get 3 points in this game. That's a credit to Šakai's defense, but just something's a little bit out of sync with Antwerp. And, you know, when must-see TV isn't lighting up the scoreboard and they have the remedy to slow him down, it makes it a difficult run for Antwerp, and that's pretty much what we saw in this one.
I think they slowed down must-see TV completely. Did he get a bucket?
I'm not sure. I don't think he scored a bucket in the game.
I don't think so either. They just followed him everywhere. They might just still be chasing him right now. I don't know, man.
It's like, come on, bro. The game's over. Y'all got it. Yeah. Any case, that was that. 2 quarterfinals are in the books, and we're going to take a brief timeout because we got some entertainment that we need to show you here locally. Some of these local performers with the jump ropes out. I tried to do this in Montreal and embarrassed myself. That is a hard thing. The timing with that.
Did you ever do this as a kid, though?
I did. It wasn't good then either.
Yeah, let me tell you, I did not. So I tried to do this once, and I got sweat You know how the rope hits your legs?
Yes.
I jumped, and I wasn't ready for that.
Listen, you got to coordinate. You got to coordinate.
I'm 7 foot, though, so that leaves a lot of room for error on stuff like that.
That's a fact.
I don't know if you ever seen a 7-footer jump rope or
I don't think
dance
I want
fluently. Let's also throw that one out there.
I don't think I want to see either of those.
I don't think so either.
As a matter of fact, we're going to step off for a moment. We're going to let you guys enjoy this entertainment. All right, thank you very much for that very thrilling jump rope performance. Takes a lot of skill. I'm not being sarcastic, really. But now they're going to clear the way for the next big thing on the slate, which is our third quarterfinal. And this is one that I know a lot of people have been waiting on. I know you have. I have too. And everybody inside of Bet City Arena, a.k.a. the cage. Oh, it's about to go down. We got Utrecht and we got Vienna for a spot in the semifinals. Utrecht, your number 10 seed. Vienna, your number 5 seed. Utrecht coming in as one of the undefeateds coming out of group play. They got 2 of the top scorers leading the way for that squad. We'll get into that in a bit. But first up, we got to see who they are. Yeah, that's one of them right there. Worthy de Jong, the new addition to the Utrecht team. 21 points for him. Had a double 5 yesterday. One of just a couple of players that had that. His teammate and partner in crime. I call him the skyscraper. Euronymous van der Lis. Julius Van Sowers. And last but not least, Lino Vitaven. They come out in green. Utrecht trying to pull off a shocker, an upset in their own backyard. It's about to be a cage fight. Worthy de Jong has been as good as advertised.
I'll tell you what, he had a great day yesterday. I kind of hyped him up beforehand to you, but he had a great day yesterday. And his teammate, Jeroen van der List, also scoring all over the place from 2-point land and inside the arc. But they do have to contend with Vienna here. So let's see what they can bring.
Well, Vienna's got a new ad themselves, and he's pretty promising. His name is Quincy Diggs. He comes out in the number 7 jersey with the hammer. Philip Kramer, Matthias Lenortner, the sharpshooter on this Austrian team, and the 3x3 legend himself, Mr. Robot, a.k.a. the new nickname, Iron Man.
Iron Man, there you go.
Stefan
I almost forgot about that. He's outfitted himself with a whole new suit for the day, so I'm pretty sure he's going to bring something special.
He's focused. He's intent. He believes in his team. He's played the role as player coach, and he has him here in yet another quarterfinal. Vienna, who have been on the uptick, played pretty well in Montreal, where they finished 3rd. Runners-up in the Uman Challenger. They won the Edmonton Challenger, but obviously looking for that first Masters win. Our 2 officials, Alex Talisainen and Cecilia Dot. Oh, look at Mr. Robot. You saw that?
That's an easy flush.
Oh, easy. Cockback.
Again, new knees for today then. It's got some of that Iron Man, like, you know, the fire from the feet when he flies.
Yes.
I don't know what to call that.
I don't either.
It's not a jetpack.
But I know what you mean.
We need to name that.
Rocket feet?
Boosties?
I don't know. We're going to work on that.
Feet boosties? I'm not sure.
People are listening to us at home now, and they're shaking their heads.
Yeah, we're going deep into Marvel back here. I don't know.
That we are. There's Stefan Stojic, as I mentioned. He's the heart and soul of this Vienna team. And they're going to go as far as he leads them, I think. Although Matthias Lenortner is the leading scorer on this Vienna team with 14. And you got 2 top guns on the Dutch squad, Utrecht. Again, Worthy de Jong with 21 points. For you math majors out there, he's averaging 10.5 points per game in a sprint to 21. 4 of 11 from deep, 14 highlights day 1 to lead the way. You probably saw 1 or 2 of them. He had a filthy dime over the shoulder. He banged on a man.
I'd say a pretty good introduction to his 3x3 Masters career there.
Yeah, he came in and kicked the door down.
Yeah, started off with a layup, but then right after spiked on somebody.
So far, Worthy has been worthy. That dude should come with a warning label. He's dangerous. We're going to see if he can put it together right here, right now against Vienna. Our third quarterfinal is on and popping. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3, and Boz Rosendahl, the Mountain, here with you.
Yes, sir.
De Jong with the up fake. He'll flip it behind the back to Van der List. 2-piece, no biscuit. That big can really stretch the floor. Again, coming off an incredible day 1. Van der List with 15 points. and has proven the ability to shoot it from long range. 40% shooting mark for Vanderlist. He doesn't shoot a whole lot of them, but he's a pretty efficient big from deep. We'll see how Vienna respond. Well, they got to hold on to the cookie. They did not do that, but neither did De Jong. Down to Mr. Robot. That's easy breezy for him. Hieronymus will hand it off to Leno. Oh, the Leno show. Faked him like a Fendi bag.
Yeah, he's very good at that. He always tries to like put his back to you and then spin another way, and he got him.
Two-piece combo with the drink and the fries. Mr. Robot. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Take another look. Man.
That's a great shot right there, and it's something he's known for, right? He's a knockdown shooter from deep, and then draws the foul in that play as well.
2017 World Tour MVP.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we talked about this. He's gotten hurt a bit, but I think he's gotten outfitted with a whole new set of body parts, and he's back.
He's the 2.0 version these days. 4.4-3. Vanderlist wants another one. That time it's a misfire for him. And I was talking to Stojacic actually on the elevator, and he was singing Worthy's praise. He's like, man, what do you think about Worthy? I said, hey, man, he showed up yesterday. He's like, man, I would love to go against him. I'm looking forward to going against him.
I can imagine, especially a guy like Stojacic, who's been at the top of the mountain, right? And he always wants to go up and play against the best, and that's why he's back in the game. So if you see somebody perform that well, you want to try to test your mettle against a guy like that.
Without a doubt. Mr. Robot will step up and knock down the free throw. That's a three-point play for him as Vienna lead this thing early, 5-3. Dr. J over to Worthy. Worthy to Van Sowers. Van Sowers, contact on the way up. He's going to get a chance to shoot.
Yeah, Van Sowers is an underrated part of this team. He's a very good screen and roll player. He can jump a little bit. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but he can jump a bit.
Slightly.
All right, maybe just in warm-up so far, but you know, he might get you in the game. Well, I mean, if he has the potential to dunk on somebody, he hasn't done it yet, though.
Well, we gonna see. Oh, he knuckleballed the free throw. Vitamin will come away with the rebound, though. There's an extracurricular activity going. So 3 fouls, 2 fouls on Vienna, 3 on Utrecht. As the Dutch will take back over, playing again in their own backyard. De Jong being absolutely harassed defensively. And that had to be a part of the defensive strategy, much like you approach to both Vort. All they needed was that small sample size of 2 games yesterday, and they say, all right, whoever's guarding this dude, no breathing space.
Yeah, you got to give him no room, and that's something Worthy has to adjust to, right? Because, again, this is his first Masters tournament. He had a great day one, and teams obviously took notice. So now they're going to try to play him differently than yesterday.
Kramer might be in trouble here. No, Worthy misses the 2 attempt. Stojacic with Vanderlist in front of him. He's got to feel like he has an advantage. Oh, Vanderlist, he says, save your tears for another day. Wiped it away and then put him in the blender.
And he stared him down a bit. There you go. Spin cycle and then looking at somebody. I like that.
Oh, the hammer. He's got to make those. That second shot attempt, he's going to get a whistle. Worthy caught reaching in. But we mentioned yesterday about one of the key matchups in this one would be how Philip Kramer matched up against Vanderlist. Vanderlist is obviously, he's a 7-footer. Kramer not quite that big.
Kramer is a strong man, though, as you can probably see here. It's a brick wall you're running into if you play down low. So let's see if we can get them two matched up together down the block. I'd love to see that.
So that one whistled out of bounds off of Green. So Quincy Diggs will take over for this Vienna team. Played his collegiate ball at Akron, an all-conference performer. He's had some stints overseas, playing 5-on-5. They love what he's bringing to the team offensively. He's still learning some of the concepts defensively as he adjusts to this this new game. Kramer has it on the left elbow. He'll get it up to Lenortner. Lenortner pulls the trigger. He fires a blank. Vanderlist will snatch down the rebound. Skyscraper sets the screen. Now the Skyscraper goes to the top floor. And he is fouled.
I'm still a little bit dumbfounded. That had the potential to be a yammy, like a good one too. He put it back, put his hand up, like almost reached it over top of the backboard with that too. But
he got us excited, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. You got me excited for sure. And then Kramer, he tapped him on the elbow just a little bit.
That sends Vanderlist to the line, and the Skyscraper will not make the free throw. Oh, offensive foul was called.
I think the referees might have to adjust to Worthy a little bit as well, because he's nimble, but he's got some quick hands.
That's true.
And he reaches in and touches that basketball very often. And I don't know, it's something you got to get used to.
Yeah, maybe he takes a few. Whoa, that was saucy. I got some heartburn.
What'd I tell you?
Dr. J with that last move. Meantime, the floaty from Matthias. That stroke was broke from Worthy, but don't worry, the big fella's gonna clean up the leftovers. Stojacic, all net, all wet. It's 8-6. And Van Sowers is down. Looks like Quincy Diggs was called for the foul. And I believe that's number 6 on Vienna.
It might be, but they might have to close right to court as well, because I saw people all over the court on the floor. So, I don't know.
Now Ben Rock is on the court. Look at Ben Rock out there shoulder shimmying and dancing. Ben Rock, one of the best in the game, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Representing here in Holland for a long time, former hooper. He can I'm assuming he can still hoop, too.
He can still hoop.
He can still go.
He played college ball in the States. You know that?
No.
UNC Asheville, I think.
Oh, yeah. He can really go there.
Yes, sir. One of the best to ever do it, and a big part of the culture out here, emceeing at all the events and, you know, hyping up the young kids and the people here, too. So, happy he's here.
Meantime, nearly, he does throw it away, but that rock will stay with Vienna. Nice hezzy. He left him like a bad relationship. 9-6. Here comes Quincy. Q. To the hammer. He brought his toolbox. Worthy is down, and Diggs fell on top of him. Worthy's going to bounce up, and I think Worthy's actually called for the foul. And a flopping technical called on Worthy. He's got some things to learn about 3x3. You can't try to oversell it.
And this is part of the adjustment period, right? Because he had a good day yesterday. Teams are going to target you the second day. They're going to go after you defensively and offensively. And right now, Worthy's mostly talking to referees and not as much with his head in the game. So let's hope he can refine that focus, because when he does, he's a very good player.
Right now, Vienna off to a very good start, trying to spoil some things for Worthy. I told him I had a nickname waiting on him if his team would have to get at least to the final. I said, I can't just hand it to you after 2 games.
You've been spoiling this for about a day now, so I'm still so curious, but they have to turn it up a bit if they want to get to the finals.
Diggs with the score. It's answered by Vitamin. Travel call on Stojacic. He shuffled his feet. This is a point of emphasis for the officials this year. They're watching, you know, when players receive the ball, are they taking that 1 or 2 extra steps? And they're not having it no more. So Ball over the green. Worthy with the rock. Worthy working on Mr. Robot. He might need an inspection after the crossover lay. Now it's Stojicic. He gets some freedom. Lets it fly, but it goes begging off the iron. He's got it back in the corner. Stojicic comes free. Oh, but he blew the crib. Boz, he blew the crib.
I'm still dumbfounded by that. You mean you can't be missing layups like that, especially if you're Mr. Robot. Like he's programmed differently.
It's supposed to be. He had a glitch.
Yeah, that might have been one.
Kramer. Oh,
that's the matchup you wanted.
Dream shake, but the fade didn't have enough protein on it. So they get over to Worthy. Worthy, that jumper is pure as primary colors. Nothing but nylon.
There you go. He's bringing them back, but now they got to make some stops too. Look at Kramer, hard working out here. He's tired.
Oh yeah.
He's a sub.
1 point game. This is after Vienna led it by 4. It's a 6-10 game. Worthy trying to get in his bag. Spin move led to nothing. Now manages to flip it out to Vitamin. Van Sowers now. Bulldozing his way to the bucket for the score.
And that's what's going to get the people out here on their feet too. Hard work, tough shot, gets it in, and they tie the game at 11. So let's hope the crowd gets behind Utrecht a little more and, you know, helps them be the 5th man, I guess, in this case.
Van Sowers packs a punch. That is without a doubt. Here's Quincy Diggs. Diggs going to the spin move. Diggs spinning into trouble. And he had the wrong choreography that time.
He shuffled that pivot foot. And Vienna's going to talk it over. They feel the momentum shifting towards Utrecht. They're hyping up the crowd, and they got the people behind them. So
DJ Lass got the music bumping. Shout out to DJ Lass. Big thank you to our ball and apparel sponsor, Wilson, our official timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix, our official suppliers, Inleo, Magic Sky, Skelda Sports, and of course, partnership with 3x3 Unites.
Yes, sir. We try, man. 3x3 Unites. You know, we talked a little bit about this, so let me grab the mic here. We do a lot of social stuff out here in the Netherlands. We educate kids to take ownership with 3x3 basketball out in the courts here in the cities, in disadvantaged neighborhoods, and we give them jobs, and they build communities with their own intent and with their own ownership. So happy to also provide them with some perspective through being here at the tournament and working for us here.
That's great, man. I love what y'all doing. I also like what I see from Vanderlist. He didn't forget the tip. That's gratuitous.
Yeah, that's a good tip too.
12-11. The Hammer hands it over to Mr. Robot. Nearly made it, but didn't get the result they had hoped for.
I'm just happy to see, and again, we've talked about this yesterday. I'm non-biased. Like I'm not rooting for any team. You know, I'm impartial, but I'm happy to see Utrecht shook off the rust a little because they got a little bit into it with the refs earlier, and they lost their focus a bit, and it seems like they might have refound it. As Kramer looks like he got hit.
Yeah, Kramer's
he got hit in a place that you don't want to get hit in.
Yeah, I think that's the man region.
Yes, I hear. Yeah, I hear when you have that, you got to jump and sing, and it gets better. But that might have been somebody trying to make me look dumb.
That's a first. I've never ever heard of that. The only thing I've heard that you should do when that happens to you is lay down and breathe as slowly as you possibly can.
It might be worse than that though, because it looks like he might have injured a muscle or something. He kind of just told people to come get him now. So I hope it's not bad.
And so unfortunately the Hammer got nailed in the wrong place, and he's going to take some time to get back in order, and gives us a chance to give you another look around this incredible venue here inside Bet City Arena, aka The Cage. Absolutely love it. Coming at you again for the very first time from Utrecht for a World Tour Masters. We're here in the very center of mainland Netherlands, about 35 kilometers southeast of the capital, Amsterdam, about 45 kilometers northeast of Rotterdam.
Yeah, right in the middle of the country, and that's what the city is known for. It has the biggest train station in the country, I guess, because all the trains have to pass through here.
It is a medieval marvel. It's been the religious center of the Netherlands since the 8th century.
They, yeah, I mean, me and you walked around the city a little bit, right?
Yeah,
and we went to go see the church.
We did.
It's a huge church, the biggest church in the Netherlands, although a part of it is missing because a storm blew it out. Right. They built the tower, they built the nave of the church, and they kind of ran out of money there, so they built parts of it with wood.
And we got a little bit more touring to do tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I said it on air now, so you got to do it.
Yeah, we're going to visit the castle. You better take some good photos.
Look out for the gram on that.
Yeah.
12-1 games to get back to it. Oh, Diggs decided to give it up. Whether that is a smart pass or not, we'll find out. But Nortner couldn't make it pay off. Diggs, though, steps in there. He picks it off. Diggs with the right to left cross, but missed it with the left hand. Worthy. He wants to get it down to the big fella. The skyscraper doing some things. He's a big ballerina.
Big ballerina. I like that, too. That's a nice nickname. Let's keep the skyscraper up, but I don't mind that with his twirling and twisting. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'll say this, though. Kramer walked off into the player tunnel. So that might be a more serious injury than we initially thought. And that's going to affect Vienna here because they have to continue with 3 people. Unless he brings out the Paul Pierce. You remember when he got wheeled off and came back a minute later?
Came back a minute later. That's unforgettable. Oh, yeah. But in the meantime, again, not having that sub, and Utrecht is leading by 1 here. We'll see how long that Philip Kramer will have to be getting this medical attention. But every minute matters in a 10-minute sprint.
Yeah, and then especially if you see Van der List, going up against Kramer, that's a matchup that you don't have anymore. So it's tough. You got a big fella against a big fella, and Kramer kind of tried to hold him down, and now Kramer's gone. So Van der List is going to have a clear advantage.
Yeah, if you're Utrecht, you got to go down low right now. Well, when they get the ball, we'll see. And they got to find a remedy for Mr. Robot. His pocket pass is disrupted and taken away. Quincy Diggs from deep. No. High rebound will go to Worthy. All Worthy. He's got Lenortner defending. Smooth step back, but not a smooth stroke. They leave Mr. Robot open. He gives us a Russell Westbrook off the side of the backboard. He's got it back now. And he's got Quincy Diggs cross court. He finds him. Nice ball movement. Leads to a great look. Lenortner couldn't knock it down. So Vienna's getting their opportunities, but they got to capitalize here. Defense gets it to Worthy. Worthy threw it away, trying to get it to Van der List, and now Van der List is down. So both teams' bigs have gotten banged up.
He's slow to get up as well, so very physical game right now. And it looks like he got hit in the knee just there.
That's always the danger when you're as tall as you can relate to this because you and Van der List are the same height.
Yeah, for sure.
But those long legs make you a little bit susceptible to those injuries.
Yeah, and especially on a roll like that, right? Because you are rolling blindly into some people. Look, he's looking away, comes blindly into him and hits him right in the knee, and that's obviously not intentional. But knee on knee always hurts, and let's hope it's nothing worse than that.
Yeah. So with Van der List being down, that also buys Vienna a little bit of time as it relates to maybe getting Philip Kramer back before this game ends. Kramer is at least back in the arena, but you can see him. He just came out of the players' tunnel. He's sitting down.
Yeah, he's sitting gingerly there too. So I'm going to go ahead and say he's not going to get back in the game. This might not be a Paul Pierce.
Yeah, 2:13 to play. Certainly hoping it's not anything too serious for Kramer. But he's got to stand by and watch as Utrecht's big Hieronymus van der List knocks in the first of 2 free throws after a 7th foul on Vienna. Van der List, not that time. Stojicic can't connect. He's offline. Now van der List. Yep.
That's 3 in the key.
Yep, 3 in the key.
He never picked his inside foot up.
Exactly.
His outside foot was outside the key. Inside stayed in.
Yep. I was looking at the same thing you were.
Yeah.
And there's Philip Kramer right there, and he's obviously distraught because he can't help his teammates out.
One of the hardest workers in the game, I think, and it has to be it has to be painful to sit out there, not just from the injury, but also from seeing your teammates out there struggling.
I tell you, Vienna's had great opportunities here in the second portion of this game. A lot of good looks, but they've been missing like old people's teeth.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've seen Stojicic come out and have open shots a couple of times that he usually hits, right?
Yeah.
And now he's not making them. So I don't know.
Nope, he's not. But like we talked about yesterday, all it takes is one.
Yeah, yeah, especially shooters like him. Like if you get one, you can get confidence going and you get that feel for, I guess, where the hoop is at. I'm not sure how else to explain that, right? You get a feel for the hoop, then all of a sudden you can hit a couple in a row. So
well, for me, being the high school all-star that I was, I always had to remind myself of my mechanics. So if my shot wasn't off, it meant that I wasn't following through. It meant that I wasn't putting enough arc on it, and I had to remind myself to keep my elbow in.
You got to keep your elbow in. You got to, and then you got to, you got to have a good core. You got to flex the core just a little bit before you shoot.
Okay.
My coach always told me to breathe out before the shot, because then you kind of relax the upper body. Yeah. I don't know in Mr. Robot's case though. He just might need some new casing and a couple of screws tightened, and then he can hit shots again.
Yeah, he has not been stroking it very smoothly the past couple of possessions. He's playing hard though.
Always.
Oh, the challenge is lost, by the way. So Utrecht will keep the ball as Worthy will get it down to the post office. Oh, you left something. The Wilson now in the hands of the Austrians. Quick move by Stefan Stojicic. He missed the crib.
The bunny again.
Yeah, a couple of missed lays for him. That's uncharacteristic. See if he can make up for it here. He'll get it over to Lenortner. Lenortner gets to the center of the paint, and he's broke as well. Oh, get the ball to the big. Worthy now. Driving, spinning, faded.
That's an athletic shot. 1 foot fall away, kind of over the shoulder too. Tough one.
Great touch. That other lead, man, that stroke is not stroking right now for Mr. Robot.
Yeah, he usually hits those, and that's just, if you want to win a game with 3 people, with Kramer out with an injury, you've got to make those shots from the outside. But we've seen Hieronymus hit those as well. So both teams just really can't find the net from the outside right now.
Nope. Each team trade misses. Nobody wants to put the ball in the bucket at the moment, but with 34 seconds left, Stojicic. Good hustle. Utrecht with a 3-point advantage, and Lenortner with a good seal there.
That's
3
a 3-second
in the
call.
key.
Yep. Worthy is counting in his head. Like, as a player, always, when you get inside that bucket, you got to have that internal clock. 1, 2, 3, get out.
And he was in a tough position defensively because he had his back turned to Lenortner. And I'm thinking, okay, Lenortner's going to get this for a bucket, but you're right. You got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, Worthy's a smart defensive player. I've played against him before, and it's very tough to score on him because he's got the quick hands, and also he takes advantage of his surroundings as far as 3 seconds and the rim, and he protects himself very well. So you see here, he just throws his hands up to make it difficult for Lenortner to get the shot, and that takes an extra second right there, and that is cerebral play.
Well, you see how nimble in that highlight reel van der List has been. The big fella showing what he's got in his bag. Meantime, oh, he went behind the back, but couldn't finish the floaty. 12 seconds left in a 3-point lead for Utrecht. Mr. Robot cannot connect. His jumper is still searching.
Yeah, Vienna's in the bonus now, so they can put Utrecht on the line, but they're already down 3 points. That's technically still a 1-possession game, but it most often is a 2-possession game, right? And then you know, if you foul here, it might get to a 3-possession. But Mr. Robot just shakes Worthy's hand. And
yeah, that's good sportsmanship. They knew that this was a done deal. They're gonna let the time tick out. 15-12. Utrecht pull off the upset over Vienna, and they will play on to the semifinals.
It's starting to be a Cinderella story right now. I mean, semis on your first tournament, huh?
Hey, they got something working for them.
I'll tell you what, I might have to put 2 tacos on Team Utrecht here. I'm not sure, man. Oh, we might have
2 more tacos? All right, we'll talk about the tacos later. I'm sure that your own Miss Vanderlist is not going to be talking about tacos. His team head to the semifinals as we get it down to Rachel Rominger. Let's hear what the big fella has to say.
Slow start at the beginning. What was the turning point? What was the key to the win?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the crowd. Thank you. I want to thank Worthy for the TV time. Finally. No, but for real, we practiced really hard with Team Amsterdam. Together, under 23, credits to them. You know, Team Amsterdam is one of the top teams, so we get to practice with the best of them. So it was really a good help to get into this tournament.
This amazing crowd, how much of a boost did it give you?
Sorry? Yeah, man, look at this World Tour in Holland, man. Come on. How much of a boost do you want?
Well, good luck for the semis.
Team Utrecht advance to the semi-final.
That's right. The World Tour has hit Holland in a major way. And ain't nobody hitting harder than Utrecht right now. They've been swinging for the fences. And so far, they've been hitting some home runs. With Worthy leading the way and Vanderlist doing what they do. They were able to find the program to get past Mr. Robot and his Vienna squad, who did not have Philip Kramer in the game late due to an injury. Again, hoping that he's going to be okay. It was a tight game early, but things started to loosen up thanks to plays like that. Dr. J with the sauce, Worthy with the cross and the lay, and this is where things started to change. Turned into a 3-point advantage for Utrecht, and they managed to keep Vienna at bay. And I think Vienna maybe shot themselves in the foot a little bit because they couldn't ask for some better looks than what they got down the stretch. They had at least 4 to 5 really good looks and just couldn't land.
Yeah, Mr. Robot was just not hitting shots from 2-point range today. He got one at the start of the game, and then he just started missing. And all you need for Vienna to win is him firing on all cylinders, and he just did not today.
Yeah, Mr. Robot was not in his algorithm, and his team will see their day end early as we will be moving on. We still got one more quarterfinal to go before we set our semis.
You know what this sets up, though?
What does this set up?
So we got one more quarterfinal to go, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you look at that, that's Amsterdam versus Paris.
Ooh, yeah.
And you know who the winner of that's going to play, right?
Of course.
Team Utrecht.
Of course.
So this potentially could be, and I'm not trying to predict the future here, again, impartial, but this could be a Dutch semifinal.
All Dutch clash.
Hey, at a World Tour in the Netherlands with a packed house and a cage here.
This place would be crazy.
I might just have to drop the mic and get down to the court.
Oh, no, you ain't leaving me.
Oh, all right.
No.
Sorry. All right.
Paris, though, they ain't nothing to sleep on.
Nah.
We'll get familiar with the Paris team soon, but that guy dancing right there is Dimes. He's not coming out first. Juice is. Julian Yari, the high flyer, the hustle man, the rebounder. He does whatever it takes to get dubs. Then there's sharpshooter, Slaughterhouse, Arvin Slaughter, Maxim Kovacevic. He's the gun on the other hip. They are fully loaded. And you add in DeMille Vanderhorst, and you got a very dangerous Amsterdam HiPRO team. So here they are again, in case you didn't believe me. That is Amsterdam, ready to go, coming in off of a 16 win over IJmuiden. And they also picked up a 22-13 win over Belgrade Partizan, undefeated so far here in Utrecht. As for Paris, they beat Gulbelė 22-15. but they came up short against Liman by 3. They come in out of group play 1-1. But they got a nice squad in Alex Villarreal, Frank Seguela, Paul Joko, and Sylvain Sautier.
Yeah, and Paul Joko is the one I think you got to watch out for. He has some highlight play potential. He's quick. Doesn't shoot all too many shots from the outside, though. I noticed yesterday.
No, he's really a downhill player. He likes to drive, get to the cup. Good passer.
Yeah.
Crafty with the ball.
Yeah.
They got a chance. And Paris, who just won here, close to here last weekend.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with them. They came down here last weekend when we had our last qualifying round for the World Tour here, and played 2 of the guys from Team Amsterdam in the final, at least. So they are very familiar. Although I think Team Amsterdam should know the players by now, because Villarreal has been around, man. He's been part of the 3x3 culture in France for at least the last 6 years. I know that.
Well, there's DeMeo van der Horst. He's the leader of these 4 Dutchmen. He's looking to get into his bag. He's been a double-5 machine this year, I should say. And again, averaging 7.4 points per game. That's better than anybody who's played more than 10 games this year. DeMeo van der Horst head-to-head. Paris won their only game against Amsterdam at the Edmonton Challenger here in 2022. So you can believe that the Lions have not forgotten about that.
And again, they 2 of them, anyways, they played Paris last week and also lost in the finals. So Amsterdam does not have a great record against Paris.
Right, although this is a different Amsterdam team that lost to Paris.
Very much so. So that was that was only Maxime and Jan, who's not playing right now.
Look, I can't go any further without talking about Frank Seguela. Frank Seguela, who had 18 points coming out of pool play. This dude had a 14.9 rebound game on day 1. I got to look back at exactly who that was up against, but an incredible start to the tournament for Frank Seguela, wearing number 3 for Paris.
Very good player, and I think he fits in very well with Villarreal and Joko as the primary attackers, and he plays around them, as you can see right now. Spaces out, shoots the ball well, and also hustles hard and rebounds. So 14-9, that ain't nothing to, that ain't nothing to skip. That's a good stat line.
So Flex got him started, Alex Villarreal. But that game I was talking about for Frank Seguela was a 14.9 rebound, 3 highlight game against Lublin Lado. So one of 3 players to have a double-5 on day 1. Meantime, Mad Max. He'll try to whip it to the cutting Yaring, but they miscommunicate. Miscommunication ruins relationships.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't even say anything else about that.
Of course, I'm not hinting that their relationship's going to be ruined. I
didn't know you were also going to be sharing life wisdom.
I was just trying to make you laugh, boss.
Man, sharing life lessons. That's cool, though.
I'll go back to the drawing board. I'm going to find something.
You made me laugh already a couple times.
Okay, good.
I'm not trying to start too early, though.
Okay.
If I hype you up too early, you might just.
You're right.
You might just. You might just hit it off too soon.
Listen, I'm going to throw some stuff at you as the day goes on. I saved some things.
I need you fresh for the finals,
for the semis and the finals.
All right, that's cool.
All right, the Joker. Broker from the line. There's a nice setup. And Juice dripping and finesse.
And he threw the float game.
Him and Dimes with these gestures. They got a whole bag full of them.
Oh yeah, they might be practicing go too. But I think that's a float game sign.
There's the float game. There's the air guitar. There's
the 2 points.
Yes, the 2 points.
Chucking the deuces.
Chucking the deuce. They got too much time on their hands to be sitting there creating these things.
Hey, if you play together for as long as they do, you're gonna come up with something.
I guess so. Meantime, Slaughterhouse will open this possession over to Dimes. Van der Horst back to Slaughterhouse. Slaughter back to Dimes. Dimes, oh no, he got his lunch packed. Have a nice day. Good defense. Flex, lost it. Oh, stepped on the line, out of bounds. Off of Paris. And over to Amsterdam.
Yeah, and this Amsterdam team, you know, they need Arvin Slachter to hit some shots from the outside today.
They are different. When I think that Arvin and Maxim Kovacevic bring the same dynamic.
Oh yeah.
Either one of those guys, if they can get them shooting it at a high clip from 2-point range, it changes the whole dynamic, the complexion of their approach.
You got to take that into account, and then you know, Juice gets open for the rolls. DeMeo has room to operate in the paint, and that's where he likes to be. So, you know, either one of them has to start shooting from the outside and hitting for them to be good today, and you know, move on here.
That is a fact. Right now, we got a 2-1 game. We're just getting started, though. Not even 2 minutes into this game. The entry pass was deflected initially. Now Dimes with the side step, and he airmails it express straight over to Paris. As they'll take over. Winner moves on with Team Utrecht waiting in the wings. Semifinals. Everybody gets paid at that stage. But ultimately, a $40,000 grand prize is on the line. Meantime, Vienna goes to the spin move. Look, my one hand. Nice touch off the glass.
Such a hard-working guy, too. Again, just fighting to get that loose ball and finishing kind of crafty there.
Oh, Slachter had it poked away. That ball mishandled. Sautier getting in there and mixing things up. Sautier rocking number 5, the big body.
Yeah, I don't think his head is hurting anymore from that slight elbow he caught yesterday.
Got yesterday.
He got rocked a little bit there, but looks like he's back and fresh.
So 2-2 game as the Joker goes back to work. Nearly hit it, did not. Segela snatches down the rebound. Segela taking it right at Juice. Segela off balance, and he missed it off the iron. Dimes will clear it himself. Slachter. It's a foul on the Joker. He was holding up Dimes as he was making his cut to the bucket.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Dimes is a load to handle down there. I mean, the Joker's surely a strong player, but I've tried to post up Dimes, and let me tell you what, I usually end up farther from the basket than closer.
Yeah, he's 6'5", and he's stronger than no deodorant. And most people don't know that. I actually challenged Dimes to a one-on-one.
Did you play him?
Not yet.
Oh. Can we do this right before the finals, please?
Yeah,
I would love to see this.
Might need to rethink that. I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm going to go out here and say that just once we need to have a tournament where you play some people one-on-one. Because I know if you've challenged a lot of people.
I have.
I mean, yesterday in the street, you were trying to tell me that I couldn't post you up. So.
Yeah, I know. It's just the competitor in me. What do you want?
I know. That's cool. I like that. I like that competitiveness. Just curious to see what happens when it really, you know, we get to the action.
You know what? Before I go any further, I got to give a shout-out to the Huishan family. You know, Martin has obviously been hands-on with growing 3x3 here in the Netherlands. They were kind enough to invite me over to their house for dinner the other night. So Lisa, hello, thank you again, and hello, girls. Maya, Noah. Noah's the next big football star, soccer star, and Maya just had a birthday the other day, so she's 11 now. So they may be watching this game, so they're at home. A big hello from the voice, and then maybe next time we'll have a little sleepover. We'll play some board games. I'll draw another Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
Don't bring that competitive stuff. Competitiveness to the board games.
No, Dad's the best. All right. Anyway, 2-1. As Segela gets it over to Flex. He had too much muscle in that one. Segela fakes the pass. He's going to work from the corner. Hands it over to Vienna. Yeah, he gets that one to rattle in. Two-piece makes it 4-2. Dimes receives the package. He can't deliver it. And that foul was going to be called on Kovacevic. He was holding Sautier. You know, French is a language I would love to learn too. But
I've tried in the past, and let me tell you, it is a tough one.
Yes, it's very smooth.
It's a smooth language, and I think you can express yourself beautifully with it.
You need a certain
me, though.
Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Whoa.
Montreal did something to you, huh? Montreal did something to you,
No,
huh?
I had it like that, did you?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
All right, that's it. That's all I got. Meantime, it's Slaughter. Oh, nice step back. He pulls the trigger, and he's got the smoking finger.
Yeah, they need this. Arvin's hitting, then, you know, again, it opens up a lot of space, so.
Then that's Villarreal. That stroke was late in the shot clock. 4-4. Not exactly a high scorer here, Baz.
Not at all, and I think both teams lean on their defensive prowess here, and I feel like Paris is doing very well with that as well. I didn't know they were such a good defensive team, but I think they're crisp when they switch screens like this and they put pressure on the ball, and they're athletic enough to challenge shots. So,
Dime missed it. Slaughter cleared some space down there.
Hey, he told Seguela to get in the weight room.
I'm trying to tell you, need some muscle milk. The Joker with all kinds of moves. Santier going straight up. And Kovacevic is called for the foul there.
He said he was straight up, but I mean, I was watching a little bit. He might have put his hand out there just a tiny bit.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That's
Yeah.
a tough one. That's for me. I always trust the officials in those situations because, again, when me and you are 4 levels up, they're right down there on the action.
Oh, they're right on it too.
You know, but from up here, to me, it could have went either way. Anyway, 5-4. Slaughter crossover. Slaughter through the lane. While shooting, he's fouled. He's going to shoot one.
And that puts Paris close to the bonus already with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go. It's a tough spot to be in.
That is a 6th foul. And a 5-5 deadlock at the moment. Arvin Slaughter coming in with 12 points to his name from day one. Not a bad scoring effort for him. They've had some balance. And there's a part of it right there. He's the glue guy, Juice. He cleans up the free throw miss. And will give the Dutchman a 1-point advantage. Rebound goes to Kovacevic. He'll clear it left. Juice setting the screen off ball. Slaughter comes around. He runs into some traffic. He's got nowhere to go. So he travels.
Yeah, Arvin got stuck there. He wanted to drive and kick, and nobody got open. And then, you know, took an extra step to get out of that situation.
Ben Rock says he got pushed.
Yeah, Ben Rock's, he is biased. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. He's putting his own spin on things. Seguela. Dimes left alone. And he can't knock down the 2, and the Joker can't squeeze it.
One more time, all together. If you are cheering the team with the red jerseys on court, give it up for Team Amsterdam!
So this game right now has been closer than twin siblings. 6-6. Dimes setting up the crossover. The dream shake. Fading like your barber.
He's so crafty inside the arc, and especially when he gets close to the paint with the fades and the floats and all that stuff. That's where his real prowess is as a basketball player. He can shoot a little bit. He can drive now, but the mid-range game is kind of where it's at with him.
He's got a unique bag, man.
Yeah.
Dimes can score off either foot. Great touch, you know, within 10 feet, whether it's a scoop, whether it's a hook, whether it's a floater, whether it's a fade.
And then he hasn't even brought out a chicken just yet.
No, hasn't even brought the chicken yet.
Nope.
I'm glad I learned about the chicken yesterday. Little chicken wing. Okay, he faked the chicken that time, and that time he couldn't get faded. Villarreal lets it go, and he knocks down the 2-ball. Now Slaughter, that was great patience on the shot. Up fake, puts it in.
Yep.
Now we're all even. 8 is always great. Seguela, say what? Duh. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 in French. You know that?
I knew. Oh, yeah, you made me laugh there. All right, you got me.
Slaughter could not answer back. Villarreal, he goes back to back.
Paris is heating up from the outside right now, just hitting 2 after 2, and Amsterdam trying to answer here.
Vienna, man, he's the man with the hot hand right now. Vienna tries to spin baseline. He has to think better of it. Steps through. Oh yeah, that's one step too many. Move that pivot foot. And an 8-8 tie is now turned into a 12-8 lead for Bari. So that all Dutch semifinal in jeopardy at the moment.
I'm hoping I didn't jinx it, but we'll see. Amsterdam at least has some time to talk it over now. They have to stop Bari from shooting the twos, and they have to get something going themselves from two-point land, because 8 points in 7 minutes of play is not a lot.
This is a fact. As it's only a 2-possession game with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. A lot of time remaining in this game. Amsterdam just have to continue to take care of the ball and put it where it's supposed to go. That's Dimes. Narrowing the lead down to 3 now. The Joker driving. Look at the elevation. He comes away with nothing.
He held on to that ball a little bit too long. If he would have thrown it up there, he might have caught one, but he held on to it and tried to finish over top. Ooh.
Here comes the Joker.
Glass. Oh.
Joker trying to set up Juice. Instead, he gets it down low. Slaughter is now whistle for a foul. That's number 5 on Amsterdam. They got 1 to give. Paris don't have any to give in terms of the fouls with 2:40 to go. There's Dimes, takes the cookies. Dimes is going to finish with the lay. Oh, yeah, he's screaming.
I told you, when he starts screaming, it's on. Very emotional player, and once he gets into that headspace where he's screaming and, you know, throwing out the air guitar, you better watch out.
Well, right now, his team is down by 1. He's trying to ignite some energy here inside the cage. And Utrecht, Netherlands. DeMeo van der Horst, your league leader in double fives this year. He's trying to earn a spot into the semifinals with Utrecht waiting. He's had to deal with the sharp shooting of Alex Vienna on this Paris team, who will start the check ball top of the key right now. Flex to the Joker. Joko. Up top, Šakiai will come down with it. It's poked away. Quick hands by Dimes. Now Juice gets it over to Mad Max. He's got Dimes on the slip. Oh, that is a dime delivery.
There you go. Putting his hand up like that. And again, after screaming on the last play, I think he's here.
12-12. Šakiai, no hesitation. He drains it. Spaghetti noodles. 14-12. Dimes can't respond that time. Van der Horst trying to use that size advantage. Man, that fade is dangerous.
Yeah, did you see that? That little elbow he gave
just
him?
A little chicken wing.
Yeah, just a little one. It was a baby chicken wing, but he still got him with it.
Oh, look at Vienna. He got dizzy on that move before the shot.
Left, right, left when you try to throw it up. But
there was equilibrium off. 1 point advantage here for Paris as they are still managing to stay just a step in front of the Dutch. A minute 22 left in a day that has brought us some pretty exciting quarterfinals. I think we've only seen 1 blowout.
Yeah. Yeah, we started off with a really tight one, and after that, we only had 1 blowout. Amsterdam here has to find somebody besides DeMeo that wants to score, right? DeMeo has been very active and very involved. The other guys, not so much the last couple of minutes here.
Dimes will start it from the left elbow. Now Slaughter will do his dance. Gets over to Dimes. I could sense a 2-piece potentially. The running hook, stop it. Soft touch, cashmere.
And they're finding all the energy they can find off the crowd and off each other right now. So hyping each other up to get all out of it in this last minute and try to, you know, get ahead of this feisty Team Paris, I have to say.
Man, Dimes is pumped up. He should be, because he's really been in this bag. 14-14, and reminiscent of his performance in Graz, Austria, and helping lead Netherlands to a bronze medal. You could see that he was playing with a sense of urgency when his team needed him. He just put him on his back, much like we're seeing right here, right now. We've seen a couple of baseline faders. Look at that. Are you kidding me?
That's a high degree of difficulty right there.
Running
bumps
hook,
into
though?
the player, running hook, falling away from the basket too, not even going straight. So high degree difficulty shot, and he makes it to get him tied up at 14.
He's all up in his bag. The Mayo Vanderhorst with a 14-14 game in front of us. I'm not certain what that challenge was about.
I'm not so sure either.
Anyway, Amsterdam does have the ball right now, and 6 to shoot as Dimes is going back to work like the weekend's up. This dude is shining like headlamps right now, 15-14. Oh, Dimes with the seal. Dimes with the score underneath, and he has taken over this game like analog. 16-14, Amsterdam.
Dimes just all over the place right now, and they keep feeding him. And as I said yesterday, feed the parking meter. You got to feed the parking meter, otherwise you get fined. So
yeah, he is the parking meter, and he's been more money than an open safe in this game. He's put the Dutch up by 2 with 25 seconds left. Not over with by any stretch, but Amsterdam in a pretty good position here. 5 fouls, that means they got 1 to give. Paris don't have that same benefit.
I think the referee right now might be looking at if that foul is intentional or not. It's a regular foul. See, I spotted that. I learned from you.
There you go.
I tried to watch the ref from up here.
You got the eagle eye, I see.
I'm trying, man. I put my contact lenses in today just for you.
Meantime, Seguela gets it to fall. It's even at 16. What a shot by Frank Seguela. 13 seconds left. Slaughter loses his footing. He gets it over to Mad Max. Mad Max trying to deliver the kill shot. He missed it. Slaughter has it taken away. They got 3 to shoot. Vienna going for the win. Does he get it up? No. Vienna should have took that 2-point shot.
He was wide open and didn't shoot that to try to get an easy layup, but got stuck in the paint having to fight up against Arvin Slaughter. I would have taken that shot. I know you would have taken that shot. He did not, though.
I think just a little bit of a lack of awareness in understanding the clock. He looked like a deer in headlights for a moment. He didn't quite know where to go. But again, look at this shot from Frank Seguela.
He's got all the shooters bouncing that one. And I think this might just be a little bit of inexperience, right? Because Paris, they're first Masters right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Villare's been around, but I don't know if he's played that many Masters. So that's a shot you got to take.
How about the newcomers? Our teams making their Masters debut with this new Utrecht team. And now Paris is here playing on the World Tour for the first time. And they got a chance, man. As we go to overtime, listen carefully. I'll give you the rules. It gets a little complicated. The first team to score 2 points wins.
That's very complicated right there.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got
All right. First team to score 2 wins. Paris will get the ball. Vienna makes his move. Seguela coming around. Seguela wants to put it away. No, he doesn't. Rebound high. Slaughter down low. Dimes just continues to do what he wants. Delivering like Uber Eats. 17-16, and that's going to be ruled Amsterdam ball. I think Paris want a challenge.
They should. This is a perfect challenge right here. And it looks like Juice might have poked it out of bounds, and ball is awarded to Amsterdam. So good challenge by Paris. Let's see what the refs do with this.
Let's take another look at the replay first and foremost to see exactly. Oh, I think that does go off of Villare's.
Yeah, that went off Villare's leg. So this should be Amsterdam ball. And wow, they might just be going back to dimes here. I'll tell you what, that's what I would do.
What a turn of events. What a turn of events.
I'll tell you what, man. My palms are sweating right now, but just a little bit. This is my old teammates right there, and, you know, battling it out in the cage, gaining possession in overtime. Let's see what they do here, if they can find dimes and get them going again.
Here we go. If you're not on the edge of your seat right now, what's wrong with you? Here we go. Amsterdam need one to win it here in overtime. Dimes, he has been that man. Turn around, he missed it. Somebody lost the shoe.
Oh, and the ref stopped the play for that.
I hope he ain't got a hole in his sock. Seguela, he's going to put it back on.
That's a good one. Watch Buddy done something for Seguela now, though. Seguela has hit some crazy twos in this game. He's got the shooter's bounce in the last one just before overtime, and they only need one of them to fall to beat Amsterdam here.
They get it to Seguela. I think it's either him or Villare's. Seguela with defense all over it. Doesn't matter. Maurice Lacroix, buzzer beater for Frank Seguela. And he's like the Jackson 5. Just call his name. He'll be there. Game time, Paris in overtime as they stun Amsterdam here in Holland. Take another look at your Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. Boz called it, and Seguela called game.
Yeah,
Trains it.
Crazy shot right there. And I figured they were going to ruin something for him because he hit a couple of those earlier in the game. Highly contested shot. Amsterdam all up in his grill, but he manages to knock one down and put Amsterdam to bed for the day. And hey, even though it's not a Dutch semifinals, we got a Cinderella story brewing. Because think about this. We are going to have we're going to have a new team reach the finals.
Yes. Right now we're going to get an interview. It's Paul Joko standing by with Rachel Rodminger. Rach, take it away.
Wow, what a game. And in overtime. Just tell me how you're feeling right now.
Man, first of all, shout out to my teammate, man. They had a hell of a game. They carried us, man. That's crazy. That was a crazy game. Crazy atmosphere. Everybody was against us. We was in a bad position with 1 minute left, and we found resources to come back and get that win in overtime. That's crazy, man. I'm so happy for us.
Moving into semifinals against Utrecht, what's your approach?
It's going to be the same approach. We're taking it one game at a time. Now we got 2 games left. We got Utrecht in front of us. We know they're at home. Everybody's going to be against us, just like this game. Now we got to go back, get ready, and move on.
Well, good luck.
Congratulations, Team Paris.
What?
And dames and heren, we were not against Team Paris.
And listen, credit to Mel Vanderhorst and his efforts in this one. The entire Dutch team, who looked like they might be on their way to the semifinals. They had the edge in the final minute of the game, but we saw some incredible shots. A couple big ones, obviously, from Frank Seguela in this game. And although the Dutch took the lead in overtime, all it takes is 2. And Frank Seguela answered the call. Here's how the game kind of progressed. We saw dimes. He was in his bag like a camper. Arvid Slaughter had an impact as well as the Dutch gained confidence as this game went on. It was tight from the outset until we got to that final minute. It looked like the Netherlands, or Amsterdam, excuse me, might pull it out. And as we went to overtime, we saw things change.
Yeah, you saw in overtime they went back to Frank Seguela, and he hit a couple of big ones down the stretch of a regular game. Once they got to overtime, there's always the danger that he's going to hit one. Look at this. Shooters bounce to tie him up with Amsterdam to get to overtime. Then Villare's didn't take the shot we thought he was going to take. Dimes got a bucket in overtime to put Amsterdam up 1, and then Frank Seguela with the buzzer beater.
All right, so that's it. That's all. An 18-17 win in the quarterfinals for Paris over Amsterdam. They will lace them up against Utrecht on the bottom half of the bracket. Top overall seed Liman will lock up against Šakiai Gulbelė, a Serbian-Lithuanian matchup in that semifinal as we move closer to crowning a 7th Masters champion. Oh, it's lit. It's cold. It's a little brisk outside, but it's lit. And we told you that the ladies would take over the show here at some point. So now we're going to get the 3x3 Pro League Women's Final coming up. Our two squads are going to feature, well...
You want me to do this?
Yeah, Barendrecht.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Right? That's with Lois Betville, Lois Lane. We know her well. Lisan Michel.
Yeah.
De Jong.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Klazi Anna Janetje.
Close.
Okay.
Close.
No?
Guit.
Klets. Okay, and her last name is Guit.
Yeah, and then the last one is Jamela Adams.
Okay, Jamela Adams.
I think you can get that.
There we go. Okay. Now for team number 2, knife making. Oh, I'm getting good. I'm getting good. No, I'm not going to be able to say this one. Yveske. Hoik. Hoek. Yveske Hoek. Jacobine Clarks. I know Killer Clarks now. Bente Maria Van Beers.
Yes, sir.
And Charlotte Van Cleef.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we ready to go now.
Yep.
This is for all the marbles here.
That's a bag right there. Look at this, 7,500 euros. Winner takes all.
That's nice. This will prove who is the best women's 3x3 team in the Netherlands.
Yeah, and these ladies have some 3x3 experience, right? So, first of all, they've played tournaments all over the country this summer to, qualify them to play here. But a couple of these ladies have some international experience.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. But you said playing here all summer. So, I guess 3 stops in Utrecht. So 3 stops, 1 in Utrecht, 1 in The Hague, and 1 in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's how they qualified to get here. And the other team qualified by winning the National 3x3 Championship.
Okay, so we got some hoopers in front of us. Y'all just get ready. So these ladies will be fighting for the ultimate crown, and we're going to see who the best Dutch women's team is here in Holland. They'll get a few moments to get warmed up. Me and Boz, we've been hot all day. As soon as we got here, what a thrilling final day of action.
Man, we started off today with such a crazy tight game that I was hyped up from the start. I haven't sat down. Almost haven't sat down. I sat down a couple times.
Yeah, I've been noticing that. It's a little intimidating.
I'm sorry.
Every time I look over my shoulder, I got big giant of a man. Look, I'm like,
I'll step back a little bit. Don't
how
worry
about you sit down and I stand up?
All right, you do you.
I'm only the biggest of us two for a moment.
All right, so I got a bar stool here, so we're about the same height now.
See, that's disrespectful. All right, I'm calling for a new co-commentator, please. Can y'all do something? Bogdan, can you do something about that, please? Never mind. He's not even listening, see?
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
So we got team
Barendrecht.
Team Barendrecht
in the green.
In the green, and team Nijmegen in the blue. And again, this is for all the marbles.
Proven 3x3 pros, and I've had an opportunity to cover a few of these players. Remember Killer Clarks, particularly in my earlier years, and of course Lois Lane, Lois Betville, and seeing the show that Lois put on with Natalie Van Den Adel at the Europe Cup just a couple of weeks ago, as they were able to medal and take home a silver. That was a great tournament for the Netherlands, the men medaling and the women medaling, and Lois Betville took her game to new heights.
Yeah, I feel like they finally put everything together. I saw that women's team play all summer and, always had the potential to win tournaments, but they never quite got there. They always missed something on one of the days. Somebody wasn't clicking or scoring or something else, and now they finally put things together. Got to the finals of the Europe Cup. Couldn't really manage to beat the French quad, though.
Of course, I can't forget about Jeanette Gout.
Yeah, there you
right?
go.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
She actually corrected me before. She says, "You're saying my last name wrong."
Yeah.
And I said, you're right. I apologize. She said it's goud.
It sounds like one of the other very well-known Dutch last names in 3x3.
Right. Kleet.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's goud.
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 Yeah, there you go.
All right. She can't be mad at me after this one. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Right on cue. Hout misses that one. So ball over the blue. Nijmegen.
Yeah. That G is coming in very well. I got to say, man, that's a hard vowel to pronounce.
Killer Clerks trying to go to work. She misfires that one. Lois Lane, the winningest female 3x3 player in the Netherlands with 3 medals, does not come away with a bucket. Wild shot right at the rim. Hout will get it back. She's taking the screen from Betteville. She'll pull up mid-range, bottoms up.
Tough shot.
Nice splash from her.
Adjusted mid-air for that one, too.
No, she's a baller. She's a baller.
Oh,
Got a great stroke, can shoot it from deep. I just like the competitive edge that she brings to the team.
Oh, yeah, and she's pretty quick, too.
She means business. I wouldn't dare nickname her Miss Mean. She wouldn't like that.
Nah.
But she's got that intense look.
She
and all,
does.
You know?
She does, though. But she's nice,
very
though.
nice. She's very. That's
you
why I
talk
said
to her
it
off the
fit.
court. I mean, I don't know if she's nice on the court.
She's
I don't
nice.
think she is.
Oh, that move was nice. She left her in a trail of dust. Now Killer Clark's going to work. She missed that one. Rebound goes to Green, and that is a foul. So that was Jamela Adams in there mixing it up, getting the rebound. She's new to 3x3. Hout to the cup. No. Clark's off the front iron. Hout with the rock, moving left. She thinks better of it. Now the dribble drive, left her like an X. I don't want you no more.
I think it's cool to see the matchup between Clerks and Goud. They've both been a part of the history here of 3x3 in the Netherlands. Both of them, I think, still practice with the squad and get called up every now and then because, you know, teams kind of substitute players every now and then. National teams, too. But it's cool to see their matchup because they're both guards. They're both pretty feisty. And, you know, they can get it going quickly. So, see, as Goud, some nice little scoop shot there.
Yeah, Adams. No response that time as that one ricochets. Loose ball will go back over to blue as Jacobine Clarks. She'll set back up. Clarks, a slick pass attempt down low, but that was out of bounds. And back over to Barendrecht. A 5-1 lead. Lois Lane couldn't score it in the lane. And my guy Paul Bell is telling me it's Jamila. Okay. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Shout out to Paul, man. One of the nicest guys in 3x3.
PB's my guy. Meantime, that stroke was not stroking. Hout will go back to work. Hout. Oh, splash.
Barendrecht has been all Goud right now. And Nijmegen has to find a way to get that.
And there's that intensity. There's that intensity. Look at that. She's imploring her teammates to come on. How do you say that in Dutch? Come on.
Kom op.
Come op.
Yeah, that's very old-fashioned, though. I don't think most people just say come on.
Hop. Holland, hop.
Yeah.
Oh. That's really old.
Yeah. Okay. When you say it like that, it hypes me up right away.
7-2. Lois Lane. No, not that time. Long rebound. Goes to Nijmegen. Here comes Killer Clarks with a step back. Hesitated just a bit and missed it to the left. Long rebound. She'll track it down herself. And Nijmegen will, oh, what a dime delivery, no! The bag was so.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
That hurt my feelings.
Yeah, great pass there, but couldn't get the layup to go.
Bettenville, she's fouled. She felt like it was in the process of the shot, but that was called on the floor.
Yeah, and watch Lois Bettenville. She is one of the more physical players on these teams. She might look like that, but she really, really plays some stingy defense.
I'm telling you, I've had the opportunity of watching Lois for years now, even when she was teamed with her sister, Jill. I'm sure Jill is watching now too. So what's up, Jill? It was the Bettenville sisters for a long time. And now Lois continues to play on, and she's carrying the torch and doing it well.
Yeah, and then, you know, she's all over 3x3 in the Netherlands. She's been a part of the program for so long right now, and it's fitting to see her here in the finals trying to win that bag right now here for the women's.
Jamila couldn't hit that one. She stays with it, but fires it to nobody.
She was trying to get Vinrock that pass.
You know Vinrock ready to shoot it.
Oh, yeah, always.
An early 5-point lead with 3.5 minutes into this contest. It's Utrecht. It leads this. But here comes Nijmegen.
Let me get a little factual for you here.
Okay.
Barendrecht is the hometown of the Flying Dutchman.
Really?
It is. And he has a house there now, too.
Oh, cool. I didn't
Plays for the local team.
I didn't get an invite.
Talk to him. He might be in the arena right now.
I don't know if I want to talk to him after that. My feelings are hurt.
Yeah, he might not have heard you. Again, I think he's in the cage right now.
It's all right. We'll handle it. 8-2. Nijmegen needs some help. They need to call Olivia Pope.
Oh, all right.
That didn't help the cause right there. A miss at the free throw line. Away. You know this song?
I really don't. I know it's the weekend, right?
That's right.
Oh, okay. At least I got something right. That's
I was
the first thing.
That's the first thing.
The first music quiz stuff I got right now.
Thought you would call him the weekday. It's the weekday, right? No, man.
He has some different looks, though, so I'm pretty sure one of them might be called the weekday.
Score stays where it's at. As Hout will step up to the line. Hout, who won the silver medal at the 2018 Europe Cup. She's part of the national team program. She's already got a mid-ranger, free throw. I think she's got a two-piece too, right?
A couple, even, I think. I think most of Barendrecht's scoring has come from her.
She is turned up. Oh, Faker. Didn't get it up in time, though. Shot clock violation. So, in English, we'd say Jacobine, but I think in Dutch it's actually pronounced differently. It's probably
Jacobine.
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 Okay.
Yeah. Short A.
Okay.
That's cool, though.
It's all right. Lois from range. Missed it. But she cleans up the mess. 8-point lead. Barendrecht is giving it to him. Bettenville will loft it inside. That is up and in. Easy breeze. Jamila Adams expands that lead. There will be a response underneath. And that's a good sign for Nijmegen. They need to do a little bit more of that. That last bucket, Charlotte Van Cleef. Yeah, Charlotte Van Cleef.
Yeah. Also, a longtime 3x3 player. I think she might have been one of the first people to go to a 3x3 tournament. I think in 2014.
Yeah, she got a silver medal at the Youth Olympic Games.
Yeah, there you go. Been around 3x3 for a long time. Can shoot, can screen a bit, can lay the ball up, but can also foul, as we just saw.
8-point difference. Sprint to 21. Barendrecht is halfway there, more than halfway there. And now they got the Wilson in hand. Clerks is going to poke that one away.
Yeah, she looks a bit frustrated with herself because she's getting a lot of open looks. And she's just not knocking them down. And, you know, tough layup there. Also missed that one, unfortunately.
Past the midway point, and Goud passed her like a checkpoint. Didn't make the layup, though. That feed will lead to a bucket. Charlotte Van Cleef again. Now Hout, same thing, but this time she makes it. Plus the foul.
Huishan just too fast, man. They can't really hold her, and she's just passing up everybody. Got the layup to go as well. Screamed after. I like that.
Take another look. There's Hout. She's quicker than pre-check. Straight to the rack. In with the lay. Did I get a laugh out of there, boss?
I got to try not to laugh at everything you do here, man.
It's good. He's biting his lip. It's okay. We can laugh.
All right.
This is no laughing matter, though, for Nijmegen. This is...
Yeah, it's not. They got to find a way to get a shot from the outside going. Clerks, Charlotte van Kleef, they got to try to shoot the ball a little bit more because they're trying to go for layups and screens, which is nice. But if you're down 9 points, that's not going to get you back in the game.
Girl, bye. Nice timing on the defense right there. So I want to swat it out. Lisanne Michel De Jong.
Yeah, one of the more gifted players in the Dutch 5-on-5 leagues, I'll tell you that.
Got some good length. Long arms. Athletic. There's the scoop-de-doo on the inside. Nijmegen need a whole lot more of that. Okay, there's still a comfy distance here for Barendrecht.
I think the referee's calling a technical for delay of game. They might have already gotten a warning.
Right.
And I don't think Lois Bettenville agrees, judging by her body language there. But Charlotte van Kleef knocks down the free throw, puts Nijmegen up to 6 points, and you know, bites into that lead just a little bit.
Ball back over to Green. Out. Oh, she is dangerous. Took him to spin class. Sit down. Scores plus the foul. She has just been killing on the drive. Playing down, just quick change of direction, reroutes.
Yeah, and then catches a foul on every drive as well. That's a nice spin move, though. That's Wheel of Fortune stuff right there.
That's that hee-hee. Michael Jackson on you. R.I.P. That free throw is a no-go. But a 14-6 lead. Bettenville swipes it. Quick look underneath, leads to the layup. And the lead continues to swell. Adams now. Strong drive.
Very strong drive.
They're taking everything they want. It's a stick up.
Hey, they're ready to get that bag right now. They're playing four,
again,
so
7,500 euros is at stake.
Oh yeah, and we're not splitting. We're not splitting anything. Winner takes all. You better win.
So Bettenville kicked the foot out there.
Oh yeah.
Clerks has it poked away. Clerks is being suffocated. That was kicked out. Oh, Lois. Lois with another spin move. The only way to prevent a layup there was a foul.
Yeah, and Nijmegen just has to keep fouling to stop Barendrecht from scoring, right? So now Nijmegen's in the bonus. Now they'll get 2 free throws out of this for Lois, so tough spot for Nijmegen right now. Down 10 points in the bonus. Can't really find the offensive flow at all right now. Somebody needs to, you know, pick up the responsibility, take that rock to the hoop.
Well, it's so difficult when you got Hout that's just so disruptive on the drive. She gets into the paint and she's either going to score a layup. Once the defenders converge, she can kick it out. At least the wide open looks.
Yeah, and then don't count out the effect Lois Bettenville has on the game on the defensive end. I mean, offensively, awesome. Lois Bettenville on the defensive end, though, is something else.
That's a fact. And she's pretty good at the free throw line, too. She expands that lead to 18-6. Reverse is a no-go. Hout will come away with it. Gives it over to Lois. They are a two-headed monster, and they are connected like Bluetooth devices.
That's a 1-2 punch.
Oh, that punches that one in from deep. That was a nice strike right there from Ifke Hoek.
Hoek. O-E in Dutch is a oe.
Oh.
All right. Nijmegen finding the stroke right now, but it might just be a tad bit late in the game, though.
Goud. Step back. Not that time. Didn't pay off. 2:23 and counting. Game point for Barendrecht. This is the women's 3x3 Pro League final. In your face from Utrecht. Kyle Montgomery and Bas Rosendahl. I was going to say my name twice.
You can go ahead and say it 3 times.
Kyle Montgomery.
There you go.
Bas Rosendahl. It's us. We're here with you. It's game point.
Game point Barendrecht. Who'd you go to?
I mean, come on. I'm telling Hout to just go to the house.
Oh,
why not? Clear some space. He's got the whole lane. Oh, they can pick and roll it if they want. It's good defense that time.
That's very good defense right there.
So they're able to stop the drive.
You got it though, because it's desperation hour for Nijmegen.
Oh, of course. 2:12 to play, and they've got to prevent one score. Lois couldn't put it away. Rebound goes to Killer Clerks. Big bank take little bank. Puts it off the glass, but this game in jeopardy of ending here. Wait a minute, kick ball.
All right, Ifke Hoek checks the ball again. Let's see if Nijmegen can continue the hot shooting from the last couple of minutes here.
Ifke Hoek puts it up. It's a no-go. She'll get another chance. Decides to give it up. Turn around. That one's going to go down.
Charlotte van Kleef with a nifty turnaround jumper there. And Nijmegen coming back into this game a little bit.
Oh, Lois missed it. This could be over right here. Oh, layup. Missed. Uh-oh, careful.
Barendrecht doesn't agree with the no call there, but referee says they were straight up.
So don't worry about it. Killer Clerks left all alone. Has not had the stroke, but she does get that one to count. Plus the foul shows some passion.
Hypes up a little bit too. She started screaming. Teammates calm her down just a little bit.
Yeah, and look, it's 20-14 now. But obviously just one free throw.
Nijmegen back in this game though a little bit. I mean, they got
the
momentum right now.
It's a 3-possession game, but we'll see. If they're able to get the ball back and say hit a 2, then I think we got to really, pay attention. But I think that this is very likely going to end. It's going to end right now. Lois Benfield's had enough. And Barendrecht is the best women's 3x3 team here in the Netherlands as they take the women's 3x3 Pro League final in dominating fashion, 21-15, and they take home the 7,500 euros.
That's a big bag.
Yes.
I wish I won that.
Yeah, me too. I could buy a whole lot of stroke waffles with that 7,500 euros.
That would be a truck full of stroke waffles for sure.
6-point victory. And they played really well. They were on the attack from the outset. Downhill. Scoring in all different angles. And once again, a big congratulations to Barendrecht. So we will step off for a moment. We'll come back with our shootout final. But we will turn it over to the award ceremony before we continue the World Tour action from here in Utrecht. So goodbye for now. We'll see you for the semis in 5 minutes.
En dan nu naar voren, onze